Whew, finally. All right. Anyone in here right now? I think it's F11, right? Yeah, cool. Zoom in a bit. Give me 1 second if you're here. I'm still trying to figure this out. Check. All right. This is an emergency live stream because I have De Bruyne, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with De Bruyne, and my water's over here. Any ideas what I should do? Oh, I should hold on, dip, come back. Yeah, so this is my squad right now. I'm sitting with De Bruyne, and obviously he's out for. Squeeze this over. And obviously he's out, which hurts. So the question is, what do I do? Do I move on with KDB and swap someone out? Wait, you say Hamas? FPL graduates, don't mess with me, man. Are you saying Hamas is for real potentially benched? Did you was that in the presser today? Oh, don't mess with me, man. I would be forced into taking a move then. Because right now I'm gonna have to do this and start Brewster, which I don't want to do yet. I want to see what he's about. Ugh. Oh man, I gotta see what Brewster's about before well, he's definitely not getting a vice captain shit. That's right. Who would I give it to? Just for the sake of it. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go Werner vice captain. So you're saying Hamas might be out for real? Was that in the pressers today? Oh, I haven't read it yet. I just woke up and saw. Well, I didn't just wake up, but I woke up this morning and saw KDB was out and just started freaking out. I don't know what to do because again, this is my squad for now, and obviously I have no bench. There would be zero playing if anyone doesn't start. Anyone doesn't start from right now, I have 0 points coming off my bench. Let's see, FPL graduates only arrived back in England yesterday. Ancelotti says he's recovering, so 50-50. Oh. If Hamas doesn't start my game week, I'm already getting a red, and I'm already doing something, yeah. Oh, no. What do I do? Should I make a move then? I didn't want to get, because KDB... From what it sounded like, FPL graduates, if you could help me out, it sounded like he'd be out for, he said next couple games, right? Or next games. But does that include Champions League as well? Will he be back the next week? Because if he's only gone for 1 week, I think I might just take it to the chin and keep him in my squad. But if he's out more than that, and if Hamas for sure isn't playing, do I do that? Bring in Son? I know it's kind of basic, but is that the move I should do? That would ruin my plans for next week too. Because even having Saka might not even start. So if we go back to my original squad real quick, oh man, I'm in so much trouble. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Because if Saka doesn't play this week, I could potentially if Hamas and Saka don't both start, I could potentially have 2 blanks already, 2 zeros, not even a blank. KDB should be back next week. I hope so. And that's the thing is, if I move on from De Bruyne, I'm gonna want him back the second he's healthy, and so I'm wasting a transfer in the future. So if I take him out and bring in Son this week, that's cool and all. But if KDB is told that he's gonna come, or if we find out that he's playing on Saturday versus West Ham, I believe it is. Yeah, versus West Ham on Saturday. I don't want to waste an extra transfer just to bring him back in. Oh, man. I'm going to go to this one a little so I don't accidentally make a transfer. Obviously, Vinagre's not starting. Got to sub him out for Saka. Brewster in for KDB. Oh, man. I'm lost for words. I don't know what I should do, man. If you're saying if KDB's back next week, I'm not going to touch him. But that's going to force me to move out Vinagre right now. So if I move out Vinagre, maybe I should go back to the other one. This is going to give you guys a headache. I'm just going to go back to the other one. Not that one. It's a bit of a headache watching me move this all the time. I apologize. If I move Vinagre, that takes away my Ross Barkley plan. Or potentially bring in a Ross Barkley. Because I have 4.8 in the bank. I don't want to bring in Lamptey because I already have Matt Ryan. And if I bring in Lamptey, it just gives me... let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi real quick. If I bring in Lamptey, it gives me double Brighton. I don't want to have double Brighton. Okay, I'm on the right Wi-Fi. Cool. And the only other player that I'd want to bring in as a defender would probably be Dallas, from Dallas out of Leeds. He plays Wolverhampton, and right now Wolverhampton don't look that good defensively. And Dallas is getting into some really good attacking positions. But I don't want Dallas for the long term. I think he's more of a come off the bench random times kind of a player. Especially because I don't see him having any clean sheets in the near future. Oh, dude. FPL graduates, any idea? Any advice? Any advice? Vinagre's got to go, period. It's either this week or next week I was going to get rid of Vinagre. But the plan was I was going to sub out Vinagre and Saka for like a 4.1. I have 0.5 in the bank, by the way. For like a 0.1, 4.1, 4.2 defender. And then bring Saka and put him to Ross Barkley. I really like Ross Barkley getting the attacking positions he was getting into. And I love having Grealish to the side of him, helping him create some opportunities for Barkley to potentially get some attacking returns. But man, Vinagre, see what defenders we can get for anything lower than 4.8. That's not where I want to go. Defenders, let's go 5 just for the sake of it. I could bring in Konsa, give me some Aston Villa cover, something I thought I would never say. Oh, dude, Branthwaite, yeah. I knew Branthwaite wasn't going to start or wasn't going to play for a long time, and he was just going to be a long-term keep at 4 mil, and hopefully like by game week 8 he would get some playing time, but that's just looking bad, man. Honestly, right now I'm tempted just to hit the wild card right now. I'm tempted to do it because you're right. I got a lot of things I gotta deal with. I could bring in Konsa. He's got Leicester this week, Leeds, and Southampton. He's got a pretty good schedule going forward. I could do that. Yeah, a ton of fires. I agree. I got to get rid of like Branthwaite. Obviously, he's not going to play. Konsa. I mean, I don't have Konsa. Sorry, I have Vinagre. So Vinagre's got to go. Saka's got to go, in my opinion. I would like to change Matt Ryan out for Emi Martinez. And obviously De Bruyne being flagged. Man, this is just rough. Hey, yeah, Ben, who did you wildcard? I looked at your video. I'm blanking right now. I haven't seen your FPL Fridays. Check out FPL Graduates, by the way, those who are watching. They dropped, is it FPL Fridays, right? That's what you call it? Yeah. Dropped today. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because it's, live view ended. And we back. Take a shot every time I say that. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it. I wish I could just bring it up right now on my YouTube feed and kind of just see what you're wildcarding with. Yeah, because Saka's got to go, man. If I was a wildcard, let's see what I would do real quick. Saka. Do I jump off the Harvey Barnes train? I think I do. And I put this straight to mute. Sorry for that. Benny the Butcher album just released today, and Black Thought, so a lot on my mind right now. Let's see. Obviously, I'll get rid of Werner. Yeah, FPL Friday's out right now. FPL Graduates, click on them. You can leave this video and check out their stuff. I wouldn't be too upset about that. Let's see. But yeah, so for my wild card, if I was to do it, right now I'm going to go, let's get out of defenders real quick. I would go with Martinez in goal. That's the first thing I would do. Dude looks phenomenal. I loved him last season when he was with Arsenal. He ain't dropping nothing now that he's with Villa. They look like a new squad. I'd probably go Calvert-Lewin in it. I feel like I've been off that train too long. Maybe I might have missed it, but as of right now, I think that's where I would go. I have 18.6 left. Just messing around with some things. Let's go Son. And that would leave me 9.5 for 2 moves. And I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would need one more mid to be happy. Man. 9.5. If I bring in 4.5, they give me £5 million defender. Just for the sake of I don't really care about. He won't play, just sending me a time. Oh, thanks, FPL graduates. Let's check it out now. Just send me your wild card, thank you. 5.1. That would give me 5.1 to spend on a defender. I go to 4.42. And I'd probably, off the top of my head, Seiss would sound nice. Reece James would be cool. Just off the top of my head, I think this would be my wild card. Just real quick. Maybe I'd drop Jimenez out and go a little cheaper. A lot of good cheap defenders right now. Maybe like Ollie Watkins. I don't know, man. Yeah, let's see. FPL graduates, their squad, they got Trent, Cody, Justin playing in their back line. Are you not worried about James Justin losing a spot here soon? You're not worried about that? You do have Brewster on the bench. You do have Walker Peters. Okay, so you got someone there, and Mitchell. Son, Mahrez. Mahrez is another good option. If I was to drop KDB this week, I think Mahrez is a great pick, man. I don't know if they're... Like, Sterling and Mahrez are the only two places that I would consider are have a very good opportunity to get some attacking returns. And Mahrez, if KDB's out, it's almost... As far as Pep Roulette goes, Mahrez has to be given some time, man. He can go off. I mean, if you see every time he starts, he averaged, like, something ridiculous last season, like 8 points a game when he started. That's off the top of my brain, but it was something just ludicrous like that. He's got Salah in mid. He's got Jorginho. Okay, he's going for pens there. I think I saw that Jorginho has the most goals per 90 minutes in the league right now. Jorginho. Raise your hand if you saw that coming. James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, and Big Daddy Kane getting the captaincy pick, man. That's a good squad. Yeah, I like that squad, man. Harry Kane at 10.5 is almost a steal, man. That should not be allowed, something highway robbery like that. Man. Harry Kane. If I was bringing Harry Kane instead of Son, let's go and do this real quick. I do like Harry Kane a lot, man. I think he's looked phenomenal. He's really adapting to Jose's style. And you can see he's already got like 6 assists to start the season. He's shooting left and right. Let me bring up the stats real quick on Harry Kane while we're at it. I kind of want to go into how awesome he's been. So Harry Kane. Right now he's averaging 4.5 shots per game. I think that's the most in the league, if I'm not mistaken. 4.5 shots per 90. Oh my goodness. And he's got a non-penalty expected goal and assist of 1.4 right now. That's without penalties. Oh my goodness. Harry Kane is your captain against West Ham. That's a good pick, man. I'm not against that at all. Ben, I like your wild card a lot. Are you nervous about not owning KDB in the future? How much money do you have in your bank? I didn't get to see that. Do I get to see that? No, I don't get to see that. He has Brewster on his bench. You're still going with the double keepers. I like it. Harry Kane. How much money do you have in your bench? Are you going to go... No, you can't go back now. Double up on Spurs. I like that squad a lot, man. Big fan of that. Oh, went you back to the Twilight Zone. I like that squad, man. I don't like this one. I'm going to go back to... There it is. If I hit reset. Sweet. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Any thoughts? Should I wild card? Get my wild card out of the way? My team's been in trouble for 4 weeks now. I think it's long overdue. But it would give me no sleep tonight, man. Nothing in the bank. Happy to roll a transfer if I want and get him back in. I was hoping I could roll a transfer this week. That was my whole plan. Roll a transfer, bring out Vinagre and Saka next week for Chilwell or Ross Barkley, something like that. But that's out. That's no question now. I got to do something. I'm stressing out a little bit. You guys are starting to see a stressed out Don, man. I can't, and this is a Friday morning. This ain't even Friday night. Well, Friday morning for me. Oh. Roll a transfer to get it back in. I like your squad, Ben. That is sweet. Yeah. Americans Talk FPL, also another good FPL channel, man. Check them out. FPL Graduates and American Talk FPL in the chat. Both phenomenal FPL. Got something on my lens. Both phenomenal FPL channels, YouTube content creators. Check them out, man. Yeah, I think it's time to wildcard Americans Talk. I think you're right, man. I've held on long enough, and at this point, my team's in. My team needs a. I've never seen Titanic. I was making a Titanic joke, but I've never seen Titanic. But I think it's time to get rid. Time to hit that wild card button. Would it be something? Would it be awesome if I hit the wild card doing a stream, or would that be over the top? Anyway, yeah, I gotta get right now. Saka gotta go. Vinagre gotta go. Honestly, Werner gotta go. Man, this hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me create a wild card. Can I create a wild card right now? Is that cool? You guys can obviously throw your input in right now. I'm starting fresh, except for Salah. Boom, gone. All right, I feel comfortable keeping 4 players kind of in my squad right now. Trossard or ASM? Yeah, I don't mind that. Saka definitely has to go. I agree, man. I just don't know who to. I was hoping to roll my transfer for next weekend, so I can get rid of Saka and Vinagre at the same time, and it will allow me a lot more flexibility on who I could bring in. Like I was thinking about maybe Ross Barkley, depending on how he looks this weekend. I could go Castagna, I could go Chilwell, I could go Saiss. So there's a lot of options if I could roll my transfer, but KDB being hurt just threw everything out the water. Because right now I got Saka who might not play on Saturday. I got De Bruyne who's not playing Saturday, and Brewster's the only person I have that's going to play on the bench. So Brewster's coming in for KDB, and right now, if Saka doesn't play, that's a big fat donut I'm getting. Barnes to Grealish. Yeah, let's see what I do with Grealish real quick. I do like Grealish. Throw him in real quick. That's not what I want. I got Grealish. As far as forwards go, sorry if I'm rotating the TV real quick. I apologize. Someone from Villa. Yeah, I was thinking about. Well, actually, I was thinking about doubling up, because for sure the first person I would do on a wild card is bringing Martinez. Best keeper at that price range, can't be beat. Let me think. I would like to. Sorry, I got my cousin's doing a gender reveal today. Just texted me. Let me see. Shout out my cousin one time. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Should I go Son or Kane? I haven't even given too much thought about that because I haven't had to worry about it. Let's just go to forwards real quick. There are a ton of good playing forwards, man, especially cheap. Let's just do that. I like Harry Kane. I think he's phenomenal. I'm probably going to go with him just because I want to see what... Oh, camera went off. I'm probably going to go with Harry Kane over Son for now in this template, just because Gareth Bale is returning, and I want to see the impact that Gareth Bale has. And if Gareth Bale is on the right side, Human Son is on the left side, dude, Kane is just going to eat, man. He's already feasting to start the season, so I can't see him not just going wild with those two world-class players there. But of course, I want to see what Gareth Bale has to offer right now. Barnes to Grealish. I think Barnes to Grealish is a good shout. I only went with Harvey Barnes because of schedule, and I liked his form going into game week 3 when I brought him in, and because I think Grealish had a tough run of fixtures. Yeah, that's not Martinez. Yeah, I like his schedule from here on out, so I'll probably go Grealish. I go Harry Kane. Go Harry Kane. I got Grealish coming in for my mid. I think I'm going to keep a Liverpool defender, but I don't think it'll be Trent. I'd probably switch to Robertson. He's getting a lot more touches. He's getting so high up the pitch. He's getting a ton of touches in the box. Or Barkley. I like Ross Barkley. I think he looks good, man. Let's see. Would consider Lamptey or Justin. Yeah, if I switched my keeper out to Martinez, I would bring in Tariq Lamptey, no question. I guess I'll just do that right now. Let's go. That's not it. Brighton, bring in Tariq Lamptey. He's flagged, but he's flagged, but I think he's playing, right? I didn't see the press conference for Brighton today, but I think he's playing. So Lamptey comes in. If I go back to Liverpool, again, I think I go Robertson to save that 0.5. I'm going to need it. I don't have too much squad value right now. Son and Kane, you think I should double up? Double up on Spurs assets? Ooh. I could do that. I could. Let me see. I want De Bruyne for the future long term, but if I'm wildcarding, I'm not going to wildcard someone who's not going to play right away. I'll just keep him. Let me just put him in now, and then I'll use my transfer next week to bring him back in if he's coming back next week. KDB, I still have 10.3 in the bank for 2 more spots. I could go. Let's see. Let me go back to Villa real quick. I like Ollie Watkins. Don't do it. Don't do it. We got to see Ollie Watkins. 5.9. I think he might. I don't even have DCL in my squad again. How did I make that? How did I make that mistake again? Oh no. 4.4 in the bank. Let's see. So now I could go. If I go, Tarek Lamptey comes in for that 3rd spot, and Brewster's got to. I'll probably get rid of Brewster. Get rid of Brewster before he starts. DCL looks too good, man. Going back to them Everton boys. Calvert-Lewin. Finally, I have him on my squad. I don't think I've ever had him in my FPL squad ever. I've just been too stubborn about it. Aguero will be back next week and should be on pen, so KDB is not a must at all. Yeah, well, must is a tough word anyway, right? But I mean, he was phenomenal last season, even before he went on to pens. How many? Let me check to see how many goals he scored as far as pens go last year. And I don't think. Well, I guess Aguero has to play all the time because Jesus is still out. But last season he only had 2 pens. Kevin De Bruyne, 2 pens the whole season. He was like the 8th highest scoring player of all time. So even with 2 pens, you take those away, his pens away, he would still have 11 goals and 20 assists last season. So he's still balling out with or without pens. So I think I'm going to have him in my squad. I guess I could take him out. It would allow me a lot more flexibility. How much money do I have left? 1.3. Yeah, I can't do that. Take out De Bruyne. I don't want to do this. This is just on the fly wild card. As far as midfielders go, I need another trusty defender real quick. Let me go, not Cresswell. Let's go Ben Chilwell. Is Ben Chilwell not playing? I heard he was practicing. Downgrade Barnes to get DCL. He's a must. Yeah, I got DCL in here now. I got Barnes, but I think I would drop Harvey Barnes. I would drop Harvey Barnes. Let's just do this. 7. I still can't do that. 4.5. I can spend about 9.5 mil. Should I just go wild and not Lucas Moura? Is that a sign? Lucas Moura's gonna score. And then for my last midfield spot, again, this is just fly. I don't know what you guys think of this. Maximum price, I got to go 5-1 because that's all I got left in my bank. And I'll probably go with someone actually super cheap. Mendy, who knows? Switch out. Too many players from Villa. How? I have too many players from Villa? What the? Never in my wild. Oh, I got Nyland, that's right. Sorry about this. Keepers, maximum price, 4 mil. No 3.9 keeper yet. Nope. Button. Why not? A legend. Button the legend. All right, so this would be my wild card on the fly. That's what it would be like. Again, this is just really quick. Not thinking too much. Squad. Maybe I'd switch out. How much money do I got for Watkins? 6.5. Maybe I go Callum Wilson there instead. Dang, man. But I don't like not having De Bruyne. I miss KDB. I don't think I would go Kane then. If I don't go Kane, keep Son. Oh, no, I'm struggling, man. I'm stressing out. I've never been stressed out on this channel before, but I gotta breathe. Should I just go another cheap attacker? Also, I'm in the middle of a group that my cousin getting his gender reveal is really sparking a wild group chat right now. My phone is nonstop. It's distracting me to say the least. Do I just keep Jimenez? 2.7 in the bank, so I could do that, and then the next week when KDB comes back. No, but I like Son, man. I hate this. I can't. Anyway, I gotta stop thinking about my wild card real quick, just because I don't know if I could stream and think about a wild card at the same time. Oh, I need a drink, man, or 5. Let's see. Mopé. I could bring in Mopé. He's on penalties right now. He's on penalties. Brighton look good. If we look at their fixtures moving forward, Crystal Palace, West Brom, Tottenham's tough, but then he's got Burnley. So he's got a decent 3 out of the next 4 are pretty favorable for Mopé. I just don't know how long. Man. I'm really starting to struggle looking at my squad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think it's time to hit that wild card, man. Save 2 transfers to get KDB and get out Son. Should have considered a double up Son and Kane. I know I don't want to double up on Son and Kane, but yeah, I don't want to do it, but the price is right. I'm gonna go back to this. Yeah, I could bring Harvey Barnes back in instead of Son, and go Jimenez to Harry Kane. I didn't think I needed a wild card either. Nasty balls. But with KDB being out, this hurts, man. Kane, it still gives me 9 points. I can even have Gareth Bale in. If I'm, as of right now, I'm stressing out a lot about it. And if I don't know if I have a clear head right now. And if I don't have a clear head by tonight, I'm just gonna let it be and have 2 transfers for next week and roll with that. But I think my ranking is really going to take a hit. Really going to take a hit this week if I don't wild card. If I did that, Harry Kane, I could bring in... who else could I bring in at 9.7? Midfielders. I already have Grealish. I could bring back Harvey Barnes. Bowen's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bowen is the 6th highest scoring midfielder in the game right now. Jared Bowen. Oh. Camera always going off. Yeah, Jared Bowen, the 6th highest scoring midfielder in the game. This season has been wild, man. Should take a -4 to take KDB out. Worst case, you're only losing 2 points. That's not a bad shout. Pulisic. Thank you. Finally, somebody said Pulisic. I forgot about my mans. Oh, how could I do a wild card and forget about my favorite player in the Premier League? Oh, man. Americans Talk FPL, I hope you're not here because that's embarrassing that I forgot about Pulisic. I hope you didn't realize my blunder. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, how can I not remember Pulisic? Easy. So I got that. And I could bring in Lamptey for anybody. Lamptey would be nice off the bench. Lamptey or Chilwell. Yeah, I'd bring in him for Chilwell just in case Chilwell's hurt. I guess they both might be hurt, but American Stock FPL. Oh, great, you're here. Yeah, I apologize. American Stock FPL. I did not forget about Pulisic completely. I can't believe I forgot about him. I did this last season. Remember last year when I think we were talking about me not getting Pulisic on the 4th of July. And when he was on great form, I got somebody else in instead, and I was super embarrassed then, and I'm super embarrassed now. Man. Dallas. I was going to bring in Dallas. That Yeah. I can't remember. Oh, I didn't bring in. So last season, I was going through transfers, and I don't remember who I brought in, but it wasn't that quality of a player, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they only got 2 points. And then American Stock FPL commented on my video. They're like, hey, you should have brought it, or Pulisic bringing him in for the 4th of July because he had a game on the 4th of July would have been huge. And then I did it, and Pulisic got a brace right that weekend. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if Pulisic is going to start either, though. That is a concern, but I guess that's something I'm willing to live with because I would want him going forward, man. He's got Southampton next. He's got United squad who just do not look good defensively at all. I don't know why it's giving me this. I'm definitely signed in. And now I'm going to have to leave this tab because that site's acting up. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to do it here. Apologize. I was going to bring... So my plan this week, if somebody was going to get hurt, and it's looking like it is now, I was going to go Vinagre out for Dallas, bring in Dallas, and I would have a 4-man back line this weekend. And that would still give me the opportunity to choose Saka or Brewster. That's probably my biggest thing. Let me see. I would still have 0.3 in the bank. I wouldn't be able to go, but the problem is I wouldn't be able to go from Saka to why am I blanking right now? Saka to Ross Barkley. Thank you, Ross Barkley. I want to be able to do Saka to Barkley next weekend. And so that would hurt, but having Dallas play against a Wolverhampton team who's also struggling defensively right now, that might not be a good shout, considering Dallas is... I would want Dallas more for attacking returns and clean sheet capabilities. And it's a Monday night game, and it's always better to have a Monday game than, just for last-second green arrows. Even if you have a terrible week. Let's see. My future plans here, then, if I was to drop Saka... next week. Let's see if this works. That's not what I wanted. And I would still have 6.6 in the bank. If I drop Saka and Werner next weekend, I would be able to get my main man Pulisic in for -4, of course. And for Werner, I'd replace him with... I don't know, there's a lot of good 6-6 options, aren't there? Maybe Callum Wilson. That could be my option for next weekend. Drop out Werner and Saka for Pulisic and Callum Wilson, and have Dallas my first player on my bench, or Taylor as my first player on my bench. Oh, man. There's so many options right now. There's so many options that I could do, should do, probably have to do. Let me move this a little bit to the side. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play 3-5-2. 3-5-2, and I have Dallas and Brewster coming up off the bench. That's a good theory. American Stock FPL just said that they think that Pulisic is going to start in the Champions League and maybe make an appearance this weekend. That's a good point, man, because they play Southampton, and if I was Lampard, I would probably keep Pulisic on the bench as like a break glass in case of emergency. And if things aren't going well, you could obviously sub in Pulisic. And if things are going well, you can sub him in, get some playing time, get his feet underneath him. Because really the big game is this weekend, or what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday they're playing? I haven't checked Chelsea's schedule, but they got Champions League coming up, and obviously Champions League is way more important than a game versus Southampton. I have 2 Americans in my UCL team right now. Let's go! Oh, you brought in Gio Reyna? Yeah, I think Champions League. Anyone else playing UCL? Champions League fantasy football? I started making my squad right now. I think Reyna's a good shout, man. He obviously has good chemistry with Haaland. I think he's going to play more as Dortmund move forward. I haven't seen Dortmund's schedule, but Dest, man, he came in. Dest came in on last Saturday for his first appearance. The first time an American has ever played for Barcelona's first squad. Sorry, one sec. First time an American has ever played for Barcelona's first squad, and obviously being a Barcelona fan and growing up in America, that's a dream come true. But he came in, dude, and he looked good. He did not waste any time being able to be acquainted with that Barcelona squad. In fact, I thought he was like, if you look at, I know I'm talking about Barcelona here for a second, but I'm talking more about Dest, who also is Barcelona, but he's American, his FPL channel. Anyway, welcome to the channel. I get off topic sometimes. But I was watching the game, and Barcelona, they had like 8% of their attacks came through the right side these last two matches. They had no creativity on that right flank. They have Griezmann playing out there on the right side. They have Sergio Roberto. As soon as Dest came in, they started having some opportunities to attack there. Dude's 20 years old. He looks great, man. It's hard for me to say I love somebody so fast, man. Commitment issues, but I'm starting to love this Dest guy. He is phenomenal. The fact that he picked America over playing as a right back for Netherlands says it all for me, man. Let's see. We're prepping UCL fantasy video today. Oh, sweet. I can't wait for that one, man. America's Talk FPL. If you're into UCL, if you're into Champions League fantasy, America's Talk FPL are preparing and dropping a video today about the Champions League squad. I'm interested, man. First time playing UCL fantasy. Dude, that's 15 years experience playing FPL. First year playing UCL, so it's going to be a good video, man. I'm interested. Gio Reyna and Dest in your squad. I think I brought in, I don't know if I have Destin yet. I started messing with my squad, but I wasn't how to finish it, so I'll probably have to go back and do it. Right now I have like, I think Coutinho at 8 mil. If I was to make a Champions League fantasy video, I think Coutinho at 8 mil is an incredible price. He looks really good for Barcelona right now. He looks re-energized. He looks like the Felipe Coutinho that we thought that he was going to be going in. And at 8 mil, he's probably going to be, he's probably going to be our second leading scorer in Champions League, my guess. Either him or Ansu Fati, whoever's going to, if Ansu Fati plays. Two great sneaky options, Ansu Fati and Felipe Coutinho. But going back to FPL, I don't know what to do. Let's see. Problem with Coutinho is he played in South America on Tuesday. Yeah, that is hard. But I think he'll. Koeman, the new manager for Barcelona, loves Coutinho. I don't think he's going to lose playing time personally. He might lose playing time on Saturday. They might rest him up a little bit after their match. But I think Coutinho is going to be all in on their match next weekend. But of course, rest comes first, right? Don't want to get injured out there. Going back to anyway, I'm out having the rest of the stream. Yeah, good talking to you guys. Can't wait for your video tonight, man. I'll definitely tune in. Thank you for coming, America's Talk FPL. Yeah, so as far as my squad goes right now, as far as my captaincy pick, let's go back to my normal squad. I don't know how much more time I have left in the stream myself. I got to go to work here pretty soon. My manager already texted me. Man, look at that bench, man. All red flag. So my captain right now, I really don't want to give it to a Saturday morning 4:30 game, 4:30 in America. But I think Salah is gonna have to be my captain. Love when my camera goes off. So right now, Salah's got my captaincy armband. I could switch it to, I don't know if I feel confident switching it to anybody else. Werner hasn't showed enough to warrant a captaincy. I'm not that gutsy. Jimenez hasn't been showing off a lot enough lately, even though he is going up against Leeds. But Leeds did hold City to win themselves, so I think Salah is probably going to be my captain this week. And I hate to do a Saturday morning game, but and probably an away game for those who like the Salah away. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with my transfer. I know I've been talking about this for a long time in this video about my transfer, but just goes to show how stressed out I am about it, man. My transfer right now, I need to listen to that new Black Thought album and get my mind off things. Also, I need to, vote. I got to vote today, throw in my vote ballot. Anyway, I got a lot to do today and go to work. I think this team just does not look good to me. I don't like the look of the squad. I don't like the fact that I have to start Saka versus City. I don't like the fact that I have to start Brewster in his first game for Sheffield. I don't know. I guess it is against Fulham, so that's something that makes me feel a little better. Baby, you make me feel. So let's see if Brewster comes through. I'm not expecting much from him. Werner, of course, has been so just he's been struggling so far to start the season. Yeah, maybe I should. Vinagre, of course. If Vinagre goes down in price tonight, I'm going to have to drop him for probably Dallas. But maybe you're right. I think who was talking about earlier? Moose? Mouse? I don't know how you say your name, but sorry about if I mess up your name. But I think right now I'm probably going to hold my transfer anyway. I know I have a ton on my bench that I have no playing players on my bench. So if Saka doesn't start, that's a big fat 0 for me. Let's see, if I don't know if anyone else is in date. If James Rodriguez doesn't start because of his time in Colombia this weekend or this week playing international duty, if he doesn't start, that's gonna be another. He's gonna play. He has to play. It's Liverpool. It's a huge match. He might come off the bench though and just get like a 1-pointer. So I could already see my team blanking this weekend. Harvey Barnes, a tough match against Aston Villa. Timo Werner, we all know the love-hate relationship that mostly hate that I have this week with him. Jimenez, I don't know what to do. I got 0.5 in the bank. I could switch out De Bruyne for like a Sterling, but I would still like KDB going in the future for the long term. Like last season when he was hurt, I held him for those 3 or 4 game weeks, and I'm probably going to do the same again. I think he's my favorite player in the Prem, probably outside of Pulisic, just because, Pulisic is American. But I don't want to get rid of KDB, and I want to hold that. I want to hold that second transfer for Saka and Vinagre next week, because I think it would just be so like if I forced my transfer right now to bring in Dallas, Saka would have to be a very cheap, I think like 5.6, 5.7 or less that I would have to spend on a midfielder, and I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather have him become like a 4.5 million just playing midfielder and switch Vinagre out for like Ben Chilwell or Castagna, maybe Saiss. I haven't looked at that, but I'd rather do that than force a move to Dallas this week. Watch Dallas score. If Dallas scores, it's going to be a very interesting stream on Sunday, man. I don't know. Any questions? What are you guys doing? Any transfers you guys are planning on making? Who are you guys captaining? Wild card? Yeah, Thomas, I definitely am debating a wild card. I almost hit the wild card button on here about like 15 minutes ago. I almost hit the wild card, activate it. But I'm gonna wait till after the stream till I can get like a more of a level head, because right now I'm stressing out a decent bit. I need a couple drinks, which also might not be good for me hitting the wild card. But right now I'm gonna hold off on the wild card till after this video is done. Then I'm really gonna think about it. If I do hit that wildcard button, obviously Vinagre's got to go. I would switch out Matt Ryan for... Let me screw up like that. I would switch out Matt Ryan for Emi Martinez. I would take out Saka, obviously. I'd probably bring out Taylor from Burnley. I don't know if Burnley... I don't trust any Burnley defenders. Probably switch out Harvey Barnes for Jack Grealish. Take Timo Werner out. I'd bring in Son. I'd either bring in Son for Werner. Obviously, the money that I have for Werner, I would use for Son. Or maybe Pulisic. Might go Pulisic, but I also probably going to wait to see how he plays this weekend. And then if I like him, then I'll just drop Son down to Pooley. There's so many options I could do. I might even think about getting rid of Jimenez, just because I think there's so many good 7 mil, like DCL, obviously. Okay, I'd bring out Jimenez for DCL. Should I go through it again? I'm going to go... Let me see what I would do real quick. Jimenez out, DCL in. Double up on Everton. I'd bring out... Let's see what Harvey Barnes has to offer me. Aston Villa look good. Arsenal, Wolves, Liverpool. Yeah, so I'd probably do that. Bring in my boy Jack Grealish. Let's see. Take out Werner. Saka got to go. Vinagre got to go. I think I keep KDB just because I want to hold him for the whole season. And right now it's looking like maybe if he was out for sure 2 games, this weekend and next weekend, I think he'd be off my squad and I'd bring in Son immediately. I don't think there would be much hesitation to that, because then I would also captain Son. So Even right now, I might do that and just switch, but that would force a transfer for later. Let's see, I'd get rid of those 3. And then I would have, actually, let's go like this and bring in Emi Martinez. Give me 20 mil for 3 players. Let's see what Steven says. I'm going to captain Son, but Jimenez is tempting. The last game factor. Yeah, the last game. Such a big fan of having a player go in that last game. I don't know what it is about it, but just having someone go at the end, it's almost like, I don't know what to say, guaranteed green arrow, but it's just so nice having someone at the end. And I think last time he had a Monday game, he scored 2, right? 2 against Sheffield. I think that was a Monday game. Or what was it, 1 against Sheffield? Great, he's off my squad right now. But he scored last time he had a Monday game. Maybe I just keep Jimenez in then. Let's do that. Jimenez. Mr. Reliable over the past 2 seasons, isn't it? Scored a goal against Sheffield, yeah. All right, let's see. Werner will start banging when Pulisic, Ziyech, and Hazard fit. That's another thing I'm worried about. I'm worried if I force my wild card right now, I haven't had enough time to think about it because I'd be making my decision based on like 12 hours, right? Because hitting the wild card now, obviously I've been doing a lot of research through international break, but I haven't done enough to warrant redoing my whole squad, and I feel like I'd be forcing some things. And there's still some question marks I want to see. Like I truly want to see what Werner is like with Pulisic and Ziyech now that they're back. I really want to see what the Spurs, because Spurs have been awesome so far to start the season, period. They have been balling out. But I really want to see what Gareth Bale does. Because if Gareth Bale wants to play, he is a world-class player. Still. So if he wants to play, that front 3 of Son, Kane, and Gareth Bale would be electric to say the least. And so I would need to have one of those players. But if Gareth Bale comes out and he looks like the player from like 3 or 4 years ago when he had all that. No, I can't do disrespect to Gareth Bale like that. But if he looks like the Gareth Bale that we love, then I would bring in GB. Or even Harry Kane, because if Harry Kane is in the middle, that absolute poacher, the guy who scores anytime he kicks the ball, and Harry Kane, if he has Son on the left side and Gareth Bale on the right creating for him, it's night for the Premier League. I mean, it would be hard to keep Kane from scoring. Kane has to score 20-plus goals in that scenario. Man, take out De Bruyne. He's going to drop in price. Get him back when he's cheaper fit. The only problem is I bought him at 11.5, and right now he's at 11.6. So if he drops, I wouldn't really lose anything. You know what I mean? I would still be getting him at 11.5 when he comes back. But I am tempted to drop him out and bring in Son. I could even just go super Maverick and bring in Gareth Bale and have Gareth Bale as like an ultimate differential. If I did that, let me just do Son route because Son's proven. I'd go Son. And that would still allow me to go top of my brain. That would be my wildcard squad. I'd play with a 3-5-2. I'd have Alexander-Arnold, Walker-Peters, Chilwell playing most weeks. Camera went out. Sorry, I have to keep redoing that. I gotta get a new camera if I wasn't gonna go to grad school and be incredibly broke. So I would bring in Chilwell, Walker-Peters, and Alexander-Arnold to start most weekends. Pulisic, James, Salah, Grealish, Son, and then DCL and Jimenez up top. That's not a bad squad. My roommate just walked in. Get out of here. Are you going to start the washer? You can't start the washer. Anyway, let's see. You can't start it. It's going to make noise. Sorry about that. A little bit of a distraction, isn't it? I could do this. The only problem here is that I'd probably rather get out of here. Leave. Vamos. None shall pass. The only problem with this is I don't have KDB and I really want De Bruyne on my squad. I really want to keep KDB, but again, I can't. Let me just do this. I think I'd rather have. If I 11.5, that would leave me with 5.1. Yeah, it won't really do much for me. I can do that. That's not a bad squad. Let's see. Steven says he's due for points for sure. I got him 2 weeks ago. Only 2 points. Tell me about it. I tend to give a player 3 chances. I have 3.4 in the bank. Whoa. That's nice. Nice flexibility. Could have gotten Kane, but that would be a -8. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. Especially because Jimenez is playing Leeds. And so that's Leeds on a Monday. That's a great opportunity for Jimenez to score. I don't know if I would take a Kane over Jimenez right now, but it would definitely be something I would look at in the future, especially the next 2 game weeks when Wolverhampton's schedule takes a turn. Look at United players if you're looking at a short-term De Bruyne replacement. I could take out KDB and bring in Bruno. I think Bruno's a good shout. I don't trust many other United assets right now. I don't think they look that good. In fact, they're struggling pretty bad, but Bruno proved it 2 weeks ago when they were playing Brighton and United did not look good against that squad. And then Bruno came away with 12 fantasy points. He got a goal and an assist. So Bruno can score whether United are playing phenomenally or whether United are struggling a little bit. So that could be it. So this could be my wildcard template right here. If I would have Brewster on the bench, I would have Taylor on the bench. I would switch out Nyland for another 4 million keeper, but for now I'm just going to keep it there because it's not worth switching him out for another bench playing 4 million. I could switch out for, yeah, you're right, I could switch out. Yeah, Bruno sounds good. But again, the only problem with me bringing out KDB is that it forces me to use a transfer next week. That's the only problem. Rashford should play up top. Ooh. If Rashford plays up top, you'd have Greenwood on the side. Who'd be playing? Because Cavani's not going to start this weekend, right? He still has to go through, I think he just saw that. I don't know if it was protocols or lack of fitness. I don't know what it was. But Cavani won't start. Martial is obviously out. So you'd have Greenwood on the side. Would you bring in Daniel James on the other side? Or would you switch formation? You still have Pogba, you still have Bruno creating. So Rashford up top would be a pretty good out of position shout. And Marcus Rashford slander will not be accepted on this channel. He's doing a lot of great things for the kids, man. Shout out Marcus Rashford one time. Maybe Rashford could be a good shout. But again, the only problem is just making that extra transfer. I don't know if I want to do. Look how much I'm struggling, man. Oh my days. Yeah, he's still in quarantine. Yeah, so Cavani out, Martial out. They don't have another striker, so Rashford's got to play up top. You would assume maybe Daniel James comes in on the wing along with Mason Greenwood. They could switch formations. But even then, that'd probably be my guess of what they're going to go with, right? Daniel James comes in, little speedster. Yeah. So this would be my wild card squad right now. If I was the wild card. I think that's a pretty good squad, but again, that's top of my brain. Again, the only problem here is just not having KDB and no City assets, period. Having no City assets is tough for me to comprehend. Team scores 100 goals a season, and not having anyone on that squad would be hard to do. I could do that. So right now, the only... Man, you always thump Newcastle. Ooh. I always type in Bruno on here and it never comes up. I could do that. Bruno Fernandes in for KDB. Something like that. That look pretty good. And then next week I would take a -4 and drop Vinagre for... I wonder if Vinagre actually go down in price by next week. I think everyone who's going to get rid of him already got rid of him. He's only selected by 3% now. I don't know if he's going to go down in price. I might be able to get away with holding him for an extra week. I think I was checking the StatCast right now, and Vinagre was 42% down, so he still has a ways to go before he drops in price. I might be able to get away with holding Vinagre off for another week. I could do that. That would allow me some flexibility to take out KDB, especially because we don't know if KDB is going to be out for longer than just this weekend. And honestly, this could be a mind game by Pep saying, hey, KDB's not playing this week. He's hurt. He's going to be out next couple games, and he starts in the Champions League game this week. Is it this week or next week for him? Anyway, I really need that Champions League schedule. I'll do that right now while I'm at it. Ugh, so many holes on my squad, man. Let's see, Champions League, bringing it up right now. Chelsea got their game on Tuesday. And on Wednesday we got City, yeah. City play, but then he's playing Porto. I don't know if he has to play mind games with Porto. Although they are good. So he could just be playing mind games with everybody and simply just saying, hey, KDB is not going to play because he's hurt, and then he starts in the Champions League match. Because they need him. When KDB doesn't play, man, City just don't score. They just don't play well without him, man. Hey, what's up, Daph? Swansea sold Rodon for peanuts. How much do they sell him for? I haven't looked that up. Let me look that up real quick. I'll probably look it up on my phone so you guys don't have to see me scrolling through real quick. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking up Joe Rodon. Tottenham signed defender Joe Rodon from Swansea. 11 mil. Whoa. What did Transfer Market have to say about that? 22-year-old defender they got him for 11 mil. Transfer Market had him valued at, I don't know if Transfer Market's the most acceptable thing, but solid Welsh defender they got apparently. 11 mil plus 4 mil plus add-ons. Oof. How much were other squads offering him, do you know? I think hey, nice for seeing you, Thomas. Thanks for coming by, man. Hopefully you see you Sunday. I got stream again on Sunday after the final match ends. I'll have American football on in the background. So, yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. 11 mil plus 4 for add-ons. Is he official in FPL yet? No, he is not. Rodon. Swansea. I've heard some, was I reading an article yesterday about Swansea's front office? I don't know what you call it in UK, but I was reading some article about, I think it was Swansea and the decisions they've made recently. I think it was Swansea. And if it was, I know that Swansea fans are not happy about the situations going down right now, the last year or two. If that's true, welcome to the squad, man. I'm also not happy with my squad. Best defender gone for 11 mil. That's frustrating. That is tough. How's Swansea doing this season anyway? I need to start paying attention to. Let's see, Swansea. I almost wore my Welsh jersey today, by the way, my Welsh rugby kit for the stream. I should have done it. I opted out, but man, that would have been dope. I'll probably do it on Sunday then. Let's see, Swansea FC. Yeah, how are you guys doing this season? 4th in the championship. Ayo. So you're 4th in the championship right now. Camera went off. You're 4th in the championship right now. You're tied with, well, you have the same amount of points as Bournemouth, and you got rid of your best defender. That's 1 goal conceded all season? Whoa. 1 goal conceded all season. You're on the verge. I mean, okay, so super early in the season, but you look, as you say, you look good so far to start the season, and you have a potential to make it to the Premier League next season. So you sold your best defender for 11 mil when you're giving up 1 goal over 4 games. That's tough. I don't know how I would feel about it if I was a Swansea supporter. You know what I mean? Like, I would way rather hold on to my best defender than to sell him for money. I'd way rather make it into the Prem next season. Just real quick, I'm going to I have Foden for City for cover. That'll do until the team settles again. I'm expecting him and Jimenez to help lift my point total this week. Foden is a great shot this week. I think he's struggled for the past couple game weeks, Phil Foden. He hasn't looked as good as I would want him to, personally, but everyone has bad weeks, and he's still young. He's still figuring things out. And Foden right now, I mean, if he's guaranteed to start, it has to be this week. They are so hurt. I can't see Foden not starting. That's a great shout. 6.5 still? Did he drop in price? Go up in price? Just bought a center back from Wolves. Ryan Bennett. It's frustrating. I wanted him to stay for one more season. If we didn't go up, I'd say fair enough, sell him. Yeah, that's what I would think too. Like, I think it's everyone's goal, right? I think my goal in life would be able to help run a squad in the UK, whether it's obviously Premier League would obviously be the goal, but even if it's like a tier 4, tier 3 squad, I think that would be so sweet. But if it were me, I don't know how much value he would lose at the end of the season. Like, if Swansea don't get promoted, then I don't know how much value your defender loses, because your defender still showed great promise and he still has great potential at 22 years old. He might drop maybe $1 million, or if you go to the Premier League, you'd be able to sell him for 15, 16. You know what I mean? And so I don't see the reasoning behind selling him unless you were in dire need of cash right now, in my opinion. That'd be frustrating as a Swansea fan. Swansea, man, they were. That's tough. I don't know how much I would. Yeah, his value would go up for sure. I mean, if Tottenham are looking at him right now, I mean, look. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to think on the fly of other transfers that have been made lately. It's hard to do it without having it on my screen right now. But yeah, his value could only go up. Like, imagine if Swansea, even if Swansea made it to the playoffs, and they were kicked out in like in the final match, and they weren't able to get promoted to the Premier League, that would look phenomenal for your players. Your players now have a lot of value in them, saying, "Hey, we still went top 5 in the table, and we know how to play." And now a team's gonna say, "Hey, if that's quality, I want them in my squad." I don't know why I just took a drink right next to the microphone. I apologize. If you listen to Tifo Football, they did a podcast talking about our owner situation. I think that... Was it you that retweeted that yesterday? I think that's where I read it from. Tifo Football. If not, I'm going to screenshot this conversation right now. I'm going to look it up afterwards. It'd be nice as a Barcelona supporter. It would be nice to see other teams going through what we're going through. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't want you guys to go through that, but I want to see what you guys have to think about your situation. But I would definitely look that up after this match, man. That'd be frustrating. I don't know how it would feel. You got rid of your best defender like that. I mean, Leicester got rid of Harry Maguire for $80 million. Think about that. I think everyone's thought about that, innit? Thank you for getting my mind off FPL for a second, by the way. Let me refresh on my squad and get my brain back, because it's definitely taking a beating right now. Yeah, Swansea, that'd be rough. Any other, who do you guys support on here? Obviously, Daff, you're a Swansea supporter. And you're having a great season so far. I'm impressed. I would love to see Swansea come back into the Prem. I'm looking at the championship table right now. Championship table. Reading would be cool. Bristol City and Reading in tied for first with 12 points. Both undefeated. Watford really struggling. One of my good friends lives in Birmingham, so I kind of want Birmingham to do well. QPR on a side note just signed an American from American Stock FPL aren't on here anymore. QPR just signed an American, so I might have to you can send me your FPL team for sure, or your wildcard team, no doubt. I'll talk about it right here on the stream. See what other people think about it. Norwich. Whoa, Norwich went from the surprise team at the beginning of the season to now they're in 17th place in the championship. Tough, man. Shout out Timo Pukki one time. 2 times. I love Timo Pukki, man. Let's see. If you listen, the most we paid on a player since dropping the championship is $800K. That seems like nothing. Who'd you even be able to get? Is my chair squeaking? Sorry. Is that what's happening? I apologize. I need a new chair for sure. This one squeaks all the time, especially when I'm making like my team selection video. I'll record a bit and then I'll like listen to it and my chair just squeaks like crazy and I instantly have to redo it which is not ideal. Now go ahead and send me your wildcard squad. 800K. Who do you even get for 800K? I don't even know what the price. I don't even know what the prices would go for in Championship. I don't know what a normal transfer would look like for that. Wait, was it also? You can help me out while you're here. Was it Swansea? I think I watched or I saw another article. It might have been you who retweeted it, or it might have been like Nathan Bacon, because I think he's a Swansea supporter too. But it was about like players that Swansea targeted. I think it was Swansea. Help me out if I'm not mistaken. They were talking about how they were like looking to sign like Van Dijk back in the day. I don't remember some other, but there were some big names on there. But of course, I'd have to fact check that before I talk about it too much. All right, I got your wildcard squad here. I'll bring it up on my computer. I don't know if I can bring it up on my computer, so I'll just do it through here. So you also went with Martinez in goal. I think Martinez, you've had Martinez in goal, I should say. I almost brought, if Martinez would have for sure been starting at the beginning of the season, he would be in my squad. But with the fact that I didn't know where he was going to go, made me get put off by him, but I should have just had him in my squad, man. Then you got Lewis. Sorry about this. You got Lewis. You got real G's moving silence like Castagna. You got Reguilon. Reguilon, good shout, man. Another Tottenham defender. I don't know why I got rid of Branthwaite. You have him on here, 3.9 mil. I wish I had him at 3.9. Unfortunately, I have him at 4.0. Yeah, that sucks. Semedo, the man I thought got too much hate at Barcelona, man. Just didn't fit our style. I've been a fan of Semedo. I know that, again, a lot of Barcelona supporters have a bit of a, I don't want to say hatred towards him, because we all liked him, but a lot of Barcelona supporters did not like Semedo. He just didn't fit in our style of play. But he really, like, if his style of play was to match a certain league, it would definitely be the Prem. Maybe the Bundesliga as well, but you got Salah. Obviously, I have Salah as well. Mahrez, man. Mahrez is a great shout. I talked about him a little earlier in the stream. I don't know if you're here. But Mahrez with KDB being out is almost a sure starter. Almost a sure starter. And when he starts, he goes off, man. This dude is electric. I almost don't know why. Are there any City fans here? I don't know why Mahrez doesn't get more playing time. He's clearly one of the best right wingers in the Prem, but he just doesn't get enough playing time. I can't figure out why. Because I might think like, oh, maybe he's just not playing well, but then he comes in off the bench and scores a goal. Then the next game he plays and he gets a brace, and then he's benched for the next 2 weeks. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe he just doesn't pass enough. You know, maybe because he has been known to be a bit of a ball hawk. There you go. So that's FPL Swans wildcard squad right there. Oh, camera went off. Let's see. I missed out on some comments while I was doing this. I was asking if QPR is America's players. Oh, Chair. Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know his name. That's the thing. I was literally reading an article about it right before I started the stream, or a tweet. I saw a tweet about it, and I got super hyped, but I haven't had enough time to look at it. Let's see. Let me look up his name real quick. I was so pumped, man. I mean, American soccer players are really starting to develop. I think there's a lot of reasons on that. We can get into that in a later discussion, but after we talk about FPL. But a big reason for it is a lot of talented players, like talented players that I play with, especially so that I'd be able to see firsthand. They don't see much room to go with soccer, right? So some of them fell into drugs. Some of them just said, hey, I'm not really pushed because at best I go to the MLS, who paid. Back in the day, you'd have to like have a second job if you were playing in the MLS, essentially. And then if you were really talented, they would be like, why am I going to play soccer if I can go play American football? Why would I play soccer if I can play American basketball? Like Odell Beckham had a tryout. Odell Beckham is a wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns. And he... sorry, looking it up. Odell Beckham plays for Browns, and he had a tryout for American Youth Soccer Squad at like 13, 14 years old. But obviously he said, I can play American football and make $50 million or get a scholarship playing at a top school. And he did. So, yeah, Charlie Kellman. Charlie Kellman is the name of the QPR forward who just went to QPR. I'll have to keep a close eye on him. What? Charlie Kellman. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of situations like that. Like, why would I play soccer when that can't give me a scholarship? A lot of because in Europe you go through academies, right? Here you still have like clubs and stuff, but our semi-pro level is essentially college. And colleges don't give out that many scholarships because a lot of the scholarships the school has go to like American football. I don't want to get into it too much more. There are a ton of reasons, but he's 18 years old, just got signed to QPR. Super interested in it. Anyway, Jamal Lowe from Wigan because they needed money. Just need money. Let's see. Ziyech, Alphonso Davies, Virgil van Dijk. That was you guys? Yeah. So Swansea's recruitment, they're probably second to Southampton, who had Van Dijk and had Mane and stuff. But so Swansea said, "Hey, I like this Ziyech guy. Let's bring him in." Then he goes to Ajax. They almost had Alphonso Davies, and then Bayern stepped up, and they almost had Van Dijk. Oh, so you almost had all those phenomenal players. Alphonso Davies being the great, because Alphonso Davies is probably I shouldn't say the best, but he's one of the best. In no question, he is one of the best left backs in the world. And you would have that in your squad in Swansea right now. Oh, that would be rough. Why do people want so bad Martinez over McCarthy? I mean, Martinez is 0.2 more expensive. I don't really think that Villa will get more clean sheets or saves than Southampton. I think my opinion is when Martinez plays, whether it was last season for Arsenal or this season for Aston Villa, the team just looks different as far as the eyeball test goes. That's why I would bring him in. He just adds like this certain dynamic, this certain leadership to the squad that he enters that almost says they're going to be a brick wall defensively. That's why I would do it. I don't know how much I trust Southampton's defense. Actually, I don't know. I think you can make a good argument for saving 0.2 and going McCarthy over Martinez. But for me, I just like Martinez a lot. I love his story. I love his the way that he works and fights, man. But I think that's just me. I could see McCarthy being a staple for all season as well. He's had a good season so far. I mean, I think it's just me personally. I think I like him better. I support Liverpool, so bias dictates my lineup. I will bench DCL and Rodriguez. Whoa! I've seen a lot of people actually talk about benching Hamas, and I'm a little shocked. Benching DCL and so you looks bad on paper, but I have additional reasons. Rodriguez will begin on the bench due to international duty. See, I can understand that Rodriguez, especially because it's an early game and he's flying in late. I can see Hamas not playing, or not starting. Sorry, but I mean Liverpool did give up 7 to Villa. I don't know how solid defensively they look, but again, they could easily say, hey, this is maybe not a must-win game, but we need to go out and show that we're Liverpool. They're 3 points ahead of us. We can't allow to take our second loss of the season so early, and they can come out and just remind everyone why why they've been the best team or one of the best teams in football over the past 2-3 seasons. So I can see that happening. Who would you bring in for DCL and Hamas? That'd be my biggest question. That's what I want to know. Plus, the last 3 games at Goodison Park ended 0-0. I did see that. Last 3 games Everton and Liverpool played, 0-0 games, and it's a Saturday morning game. That is about as red flag as I can get for captaining Salah. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone else in my squad. Let's see. Reguilon is good, but maybe he won't play all the time since they have Davies too. Same problem like people who choose Reece James from Chelsea. He is good when he plays, but not 100% regular. Yeah, that's true. The only good thing here is that if that was to happen, it looked like he would have Lewis coming off the bench. Jamal Lewis, I think he has like the most yellow cards in the league right now. I think I was looking at that the other day. Yeah, he's got 3 yellow cards, Jamal Lewis. But if Reguilon doesn't play, Jamal Lewis comes in. But I agree, Reguilon maybe not so much a consistent starter, but I can't see a reason why I wouldn't start him. Again, I've seen there are a lot of players like Mahrez as well. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't play consistently. If I was a manager, I would want him in at all times. Reguilon is the same thing. I think he's looked great in La Liga, and I think he looked good last game. So I can't see a reason why he doesn't start consistently. But again, Jose, you never know, right? But there you go. And at 5.5, you would have a good amount of players you could switch out for. Are you also not worried about having any Liverpool defense here? No Trent, no Robertson. I'm not saying I'm against it. I think it's a nice pick. You could even switch out for Ben Chilwell if you wanted someone who is more consistent. And reigning champion Liverpool will be well rested and well drilled defensively. I think so too. I think this is going to be a big game. I talk about it all the time, but championship teams, in my opinion, no matter what sport it is, they need to be able to bounce back quickly from a loss, right? So when a big team loses, whether it's American football, basketball, obviously soccer here, or football, it doesn't matter what exactly sport you're playing, but when a big squad loses, a championship squad, you need to be able to come back the next game and have your foot on the gas and really prove that you are worthy of it, or worthy of that championship mentality, right? Because if they come out next week, it's really important to say that, hey, we're able to face adversity. You know what I mean? If they can come out... How am I going to say this? This is a test. If they come out next game and they don't look good again, they're not as great as I don't know. I want to think this out more before I speak on it, but what I'm basically trying to say is, as I got to grab my charger for my laptop, championship teams are able to face adversity, and they're able to bounce back when after taking a loss and when things go bad. I think Liverpool does that. I think Everton give up a good fight, but in my opinion, I probably see the game going 2-1 to Liverpool, if I had to put a guess on it. Potence to Grealish for -12. Planning on Sterling to Salah next week. A -12. Ooh, you've come to the right channel if you're asking someone about it, taking a hit. -12 is a lot, though. But I think... the only thing that makes me say yes to this is I think Grealish is a long-term hold. So you might be taking an extra -4 to bring in, to bring him in, but you're going to want to hold Grealish for a long time. You know what I mean? Potence might not start as well, so if Potence doesn't start, but if Potence starts, he looks good. I mean, Leeds, that's tough. If you were really planning on getting Sterling to Salah next week, because Salah plays... Let's see. Salah plays Sheffield next week. Oh, Cook. Yeah, I'm not against that at all. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm against that, but I would need some more time before I truly speak on that. But I'm a... Camera! Yeah, that's tough. Let me think about that and give me a second. Ask me again in a little bit. But for now, I'd probably say it's I'm not against it because, again, long term, I'd rather have Grealish over Potence. My computer's gonna be loud now, isn't it? Patrick Van Aanholt over Reguilon. You could do Van Aanholt. I don't think that's a terrible shout. I think Crystal Palace have looked decent to start the season. And I think Van Aanholt could potentially be on penalties as well. And they have a very good run of fixtures. I don't know if let's see. Again, this is my man FPL Swan Daff here. This is his wild card. He's officially confirmed on Twitter that he's going to be back. And his run of fixtures right now: Brighton, Fulham, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, Newcastle, West Brom. A lot of opportunities there for some clean sheets and attacking returns. I wouldn't be against that. I don't know. I feel like Van Aanholt might be overpriced. I think at $5 million he'd be a good buy. But, I mean, crazier things have happened. I mean, what did we talk about earlier? Who was let me see. the 6th highest scoring player in the Prem right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th highest scoring player is Jorginho, and the 6th best scoring midfielder in the game is Bowen. So anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. Alphonso Davies was done, but there was a problem with work permits. That was it. A problem with the Canadian government. Also, I did my own haircut yesterday, and I think I really messed up, so I'm going to be wearing a hat for a little while. I tried to give myself a little a fade and failed horribly. Alphonso Davies almost went to Swansea, but there was a problem with work permits. Oh, that is... So it wasn't even that it just didn't go up. It was the fact that work permits didn't allow it. Oh, that is... Oh. I mean, fair play to Alphonso Davies. He now won a Champions League, you know what I mean? So, shout out him one time. But that's rough. Swansea, you guys have it rough, man. It's funny how you guys are 3-1 right now, but there's still just so much agonizing going on. You know what I mean? And I get it. As a Barcelona fan, we got like 2nd in La Liga last season, but another quarter. Let's not talk about it. Let's see. Liverpool will not want to allow Everton a 6-point gap. I hear you. I think Liverpool come out guns blazing. They have to really put their foot on the gas and really show Everton that they're the champions, period. No one's going to try to steal our title. We're still king of the crown. Give us our right due. I can't see Liverpool not showing up tomorrow. I'll bench Antonio and start Pereira. You know what's funny is I love Antonio right now. I want to hold my wild card. This is why I want to hold my wild card for a little bit longer, because Pulisic is coming back. I want to see what he looks like. Gareth Bale's coming. He's going to start soon. And so I want to see what he's like. And so with Pulisic coming back, Ziyech coming back, I want to see how those squads play. And then look at Antonio's run of fixtures after game week 8. Fulham, Sheffield, Villa, United, Leeds, Crystal Palace. Look at all of that, man. I mean, he's already done well to start the season. And starting the season, he had... Leicester, Wolverhampton, Arsenal, and Newcastle, and he's coming away with more than 4 points a game. So I think Antonio look at his ICT index, phenomenal. After that Liverpool match, oh man, give me Antonio. He's only 6.32, which is highway robbery, man. I'm a big fan of Antonio. I think that he's just so good, man. At 6.3. I don't know how much better you could find at 6.3 than Antonio, especially come game week 8. Of course, let's hope he stays healthy. See if he keeps his form. But man, what's his selection right now? And he's a differential at 5% selection. Crazy. It's Mitchell and Hendrick coming in. Gabriel is also benched. Okay. Let's see. This might sound different, but I'm gonna go My reading eyes don't work no good right now. This might sound different, but I'm going Mahrez. 1, because of the price. 2, because he's already had COVID. That's a fair point, man. He's already gone through quarantine. And let's bring him up real quick. Look at that, man. Again, his goal against Leicester was disgusting. That right-footed first-time volley that went top bins, just... Oh... I still to this day, I think that's the best. I think they gave the goal of the week to James Maddison. And again, James Maddison's goal was fantastic that week. That little right-footed curler. But that right-footed rocket had to be the goal of the season for me so far from Riyad Mahrez. Unless I'm forgetting one, that has to be it. Dude, look at that. He played 90 minutes. He's only played 2 games right now, and he's averaging 7 points a game. Riyad Mahrez, man. I love that guy. I'm only 2 transfers away from getting Robertson in if I want him. Yeah, all right. You could save a transfer, and if he looks good, Liverpool start looking defensively solid again, locked in. Go back to Robertson. Okay, I can see that. Probably switch out. Oh, I'm back to my squad right now, huh? You don't have Saka. Why do I have Saka here? You don't have Saka on your squad, right? I have to bring up your squad again, innit? Let me see. Pereira. My bad. Everyone's thinking you had Saka, but that's only my idiot self that has Saka. So that's your squad. Pereira, dude, another good pick, man. Pereira, I think, is solid. Also, those unis are cold, man. I want one of those unis. Those are nice. Yeah, Pereira himself is averaging almost 5 fantasy points a game. He's got a goal, 2 assists to start the season. And if anyone's going to score on West Brom, it's going to be him. He's got Burnley next, Brighton, Fulham. A good run of fixtures, man. I'm not against Pereira at all. Apologize for having Saka in there instead of Pereira, so people can see FPL Swan's wildcard squad as at the moment. I know he's talking about Van Aanholt, Reguilon. Where does he go with there? He could bring in Robertson if he wants, using 2 transfers probably. I don't know, but love the Pulisic pick too. PVA and Mitchell double up. I can consistently get those clean sheets. I heard Crystal Palace is bringing in somebody though. I need to look into that before anything happens. But yeah, dude, Crystal Palace, pretty good defensively. I didn't realize my hair was popping out like that. I apologize. It looks ridiculous. Looking like Jimmy Neutron over here. Yeah, that's true. I wonder about Mitchell's Palace. Yeah, see, that's Mitchell's place going forward, considering that PVA glue has come unstuck and Klein has moved to Palace. Klein, that's who it is. Eric Castillo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, I think so too. I think Klein, I heard he's moving to Palace, so I don't know how much playing time Mitchell's going to get moving forward. But again, I'm not a Palace supporter, and I haven't looked too much into it because I have too many holes on my squad to worry about right now. It's something I have to look at moving forward, but I would be careful about. I would have to look into that before assuming that Mitchell is going to be able to be played. Eric Castillo, what's up? How was my break? Been busy with work. Good luck this weekend. Thanks, man. Yeah, my break was cool. I tried learning how to skimboard. Almost tore my knee. One foot went on the board. One foot slipped off and hit the sand, and my body went one way. My foot went the other. But my knee's fine now. I just have to rest it. I mean, I'm good. Nothing happened. It just, been hurting for a few days. I was able to finally get a barb from a stingray out of my foot. It's been in there for a month. I was finally able to pull that out 2 days ago. So that was cool. And after all of that, I realized that my FPL squad is in mad danger. So my international break has been wild. Yeah, man. I hope I have a good week. I don't want to lose FPL Swan's squad real quick. So I'm gonna go and bring up my own squad real quick. One sec. I'll go back and forth just so I can show Eric Castillo. That's not the right button. Yeah, KDB's out. Look at all those flags on the bench, man. That's how my international break is gone. Pulisic or Rodriguez? Oh, they're getting close in price, aren't they? Let's see. James Rodriguez is 0.5 cheaper. Personally, for me, I think James Rodriguez is a hold all season. I think that's where he's going to go. I love James. He a lot of people. I said this in my video yesterday, but a lot of people say that James Rodriguez is a guy who assists the assister. But his goal involvement per 90 minutes in his whole career is 0.9. So essentially, you're getting an attacking return every single time that he plays. And camera went off. Even to start the season, I mean, he's averaging, oh my goodness, 3 goals, 2 assists to start the season in 4 matches. He's averaging like 8, almost 9 fantasy points per game. I love Pulisic. Let me start by saying that, or let me go say that. I love Pulisic. I also want to see what he brings to the table. I want to see him play first before I bring him in, if that makes sense. I want to see how he plays with Werner. I want to see how he plays with Ziyech, with Kai Havertz. Obviously, I think he's going to be great. I think he's at 8.3. I think he is a incredible option at that price. But I would like to see him, because I don't know how much time he'll get on Saturday. That would be my only. But then again, I don't know how much time James is going to get. So if it were me and I had unlimited money as a super biased American USMNT supporter, I would go with Pulisic. I think he is incredibly dynamic with the ball. And I think let me see what their run of fixtures look like. Good run of fixtures. James Rodriguez, good run of fixtures till game week 12, I would say. I don't know if there's a way you can squeeze in both. I think both are a great option, man. I would highly recommend being able to see if you can squeeze both in. What do I think of Aguero? I think Aguero is phenomenal. I think he is getting older and he is coming off a knee injury, so I don't know how incredible he'll be that first game week or so. But right now, he's their only striker, so he's gonna again. A big concern is how much playing time is he gonna get. But as long as Jesus is out, I can't see him not getting a ton of playing time. But again, the problem is when Jesus comes back, I think they're gonna keep an eye out on Aguero a lot more because they're trying to win Champions League. They want to win Premier League as well, right? And so I think they're going to rest Aguero and kind of I don't want to say give him the old man treatment, you know what I mean? But a lot of athletes, when they get older, they need some more time off to recover. They need some more time to rest their body so they can be so they can play at full energy, full speed, and not be so worn down. And my guess is that's what happens with Aguero. Is they don't play him as much as you would like him to be played. But if he's going to play, he's going to score. And end of discussion. Especially if KDB is there. If Aguero is playing, he's going to score. But again, the question is going to be the pep roulette. And at 10.5, I'd probably rather go with Kane, somebody who's going to play week in and week out, than Aguero. This is me personally. But Aguero, dude, his goal record speaks for itself. He's going to score if he's playing. And as long as Jesus is out, I think he is an incredible option. Especially, I think. Let me go see what his. Let me see what his selection is right now. He's only 10-4. He's 1% selected right now. Let me bring up his goal involvement for his career. I'm just curious to see what it is. 0.83. So it's a little less than James Rodriguez. Isn't that wild? But, of course, he had some early years. So with City over the last 3 seasons, he's averaging legitimately a goal or assist every single minute or every single game he plays. So you know what you're going to get with him. If he plays, he's going to score. If he doesn't play and he's in the pep roulette, it's going to be frustrating. Son, Salah, Grealish, James, Mopé, Calvert, Lewin, and Kane. That's a great lineup, man. That's a great lineup. Mopé is a great option at that price, considering he's on penalties. And I take back what I said on him earlier in the season. Tripled on KDB, Sterling, and Foden last week, and now I changed KDB to Son and bought Kane for Ings for -8. Whoa! So should I play Justin and bench Podence now that Sterling? So should I play Justin and bench Podence now that Sterling to Salah and Podence to Grealish game week 6? Sterling to Salah like that. Podence to Grealish game week 6. I would probably rather play. I'd probably rather take the risk in playing Podence. I think Villa. That's tough, man. I think if Podence plays, he has a good opportunity to get an attacking return. That's what I will say. I think he has a better opportunity to get a return than Justin does. You know what I mean? But they always say back the attacker, but that's a tough call, man. I do like going Salah, getting Salah and Grealish next week. I think that's a great purchase. Wilbur John, hey bro, what's up, man? Just joined. Why can't I read right now? I feel like Zoolander. Hey bro, just joined. Have missed a lot of press conference news. What has really happened? Heard a lot of mad news. What is true? So what I know, I haven't been able to read too much myself, being on the stream and getting things ready. But as of right now, KDB is out, and I think the quote was next games. He used the plural form of games. I don't know if he was talking about this Saturday in Champions League on Wednesday or this Saturday and next Saturday as well. But he also went on to say that he doesn't know the severity of the KDB injury. He doesn't know how long he'll be out for. And so it's super up in the air. That's as far as you missed with KDB. I think Ancelotti talked about, yes, his players are tired, but I think it's a huge game. Anyone else see the press conferences? I haven't seen too much myself. That's just what's been floating around the stream. That's what I've been hearing. I don't know if there's any other big news. Aguero's back, right? Aguero, I think, is back. I don't know about any other big news. I'm sorry, I haven't read enough. I've been working on this. I apologize. Which 3 for game week 5? Robertson, Seiss, Castagne, and Mings. Ooh. I think Seiss has to be on there first. Castagne, I like real G's moving with Seiss. I like Castagne a lot. I keep saying that every time. I feel like that's either getting old or it's just I'm getting older and saying the same joke over and over. Shout out Lil Wayne one time. He did great on the Benny the Butcher verse this week. I like Seiss. Who did I click? Did I click Harvey Barnes? Harvey Barnes playing Villa. So you're essentially, I still think Robertson is a must play if you have him. I think his opportunity to get attacking returns is just too high. I don't think you bench Robertson. So I'd probably go Robertson, Seiss, and Castagne. I like Mings. I don't know who Aston Villa is playing though. I forgot. Why am I forgetting who Aston Villa is playing? Why can't I find it right now? I'm looking at it right now. It's on Aston Villa. Oh, playing Leicester. Oh, I can see Ming scoring because I think Soyuncu's out and Evans are out, right? For both for Leicester, from what I was reading. So Mings, dude, I don't know who's gonna stop him on them corners, man. I think if I was feeling super daring, I'd probably go Mings, Robertson, and Castagne. I'd probably bench Seiss. I don't know. That's tough, man. I think all those are great options. I might even... Man, that's a great... There are worse things in the world to have than that phenomenal set of options there. Who would I captain for Game Week 5, Son or Salah? I would captain Son if I had him. I think Son is on incredible form. He's not playing Saturday morning. Everton have the best expected goal against in the Prem right now. I think over their 4 games, they're averaging 0.5 goals against them, expected goals against them per game. 0.5, 0.7, something like that. I think Son, but West Ham do look pretty good, man. West Ham held Leicester to a donut last week. West Ham held, I think, a donut the week before. West Ham held Wolverhampton to a donut the week before. So they're on good form. But again, the Saturday morning thing does scare me. The playing the best team in the clash of the Titans also scares me. I'd rather probably captain Son if I had him. That being said, I'm captaining Salah myself, but I would probably rather go Son if I had him. Who should I go for on a wild card? Lamptey and Pulisic or Hamas and Chilwell? Eesh. That's tough, man. I'd probably go Hamas and Chilwell just because I like Chilwell more than I like Lamptey. I think Lamptey is a phenomenal player. I think he's the best player on Brighton, period. But I just like how much attacking I like how attacking Chelsea's unit is for these last 2 years under Frank Lampard. I think Chilwell has a great opportunity to get some solid attacking returns this year. And Pulisic, I love Pulisic, man. That's what's making me look at that a lot. He is so dynamic. He also gets hurt a decent amount. And Hamas to me is one of the best players in the Prem. He's going to end up in the best 11 this season, in my opinion. Camera went out. Hamas is going to end up on the best 11 this season. So I'd probably go with Hamas and Chilwell. Me personally, that's my thinking. If you really wanted, you could do Hamas and Lamptey, and if Pulisic looks great this weekend, you could just easily make that switch from Hamas to Christian Pulisic, Captain America. But that's probably my opinion. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Any thoughts? What do I think of this lineup? Martinez, love. Robertson, love. Seiss, appreciate. Mings, great pick. Castagne, great pick. Son, love. Salah, love. Grealish, love. Hamas, love. Kane, love. Mopay, good pick at that price. And Calvert-Lewin. I think that's a phenomenal squad. I don't see any weaknesses there. No weaknesses detected, my friend. Mopay is the only one that I'm hesitant on. But that's just because I think I have a bit of a bias against Mopay. But again, he's averaging the most, if I'm not mistaken, he's averaging the most goals per 90 minutes in the Prem this season. Mopay. Raise your hand if you saw that coming. I'm really tempted to bring Bale since I missed the boat of Son and Kane. I don't think you missed the boat yet. I think it's going to be going all season. But again, I'm a big Bale fan. When Bale was playing for Tottenham, I fell in love with Gareth Bale, man. He was so good. And him going to Real Madrid as a Barcelona fan definitely was disappointing. But again, I got mad, especially what he did to my beloved Barcelona in one of the nastiest goals I've seen of all time, when he pushed the ball ahead of the defender and then he ran 30 yards out of bounds and made that giant boomerang shape, came back in and scored in like the 85th minute. I'm not salty about it at all, man. But for that alone, I'm not bringing in Bale. No, I love Bale. I don't think it's a bad shout at all. Again, I just want to see what he's like now. That's the only thing I would wait on, is just to see what he does now. But again, he's experienced in the Prem. He played at the highest level with Real Madrid, winning consistent Champions League after Champions League. Dude, that's the fact that he's only. Let me see how much selection he is right now. I think we're all just a little scared of what Timo Werner did to us. But again, Gareth Bale's different. He played in the Prem. Because right now, him being selected at 0.7% is disrespectful. My opinion. Who should I bench, Seiss or Lamptey? I would bench Lamptey. I would keep Seiss in against Leeds. I think there's a better opportunity for a clean sheet against Leeds than Brighton have against Crystal Palace, personally. But Lamptey could easily get. Lamptey has a better opportunity to get an attacking return. Is it risky to spend 8.3 mil for Pulisic, since he didn't really play a lot, so we don't know his current situation and how well he could play this season, and that's a lot of money? Me personally, here's a super biased. Again, every time I'm trying hard not to be biased with Pulisic, because I'm on record saying that he is probably already the best American soccer player ever. I'm not saying as far as a career. I'm not saying I'm not saying a career, but as of right now, in this moment, if he was to step up against any American player, I would like Christian Pulisic over anybody. Personally, I still think Tim Howard's probably the best goalkeeper and best player, but that's not an outfield player. That's me. That's my thoughts on Pulisic. I'll try not to be biased here, but you know what you're going to get with Pulisic this season. He's going to be incredibly dynamic. Anytime he touches the ball, he's going to be taken off. He's incredible with the ball at his feet, shifting in between defenders left and right. You saw what he did last season against Liverpool, against City. So he's able to do it at the highest of levels. And with Werner on the side of him, I don't know how much of an assist guy Pulisic will be, but there's opportunities for Werner there. Ziyech is, like you saw in Ziyech in preseason, how often he's looking for that final ball, and Pulisic can get behind defenders. He's super fast. I think at 8.3, it's almost a steal. My only concern is health and how am I going to get him in. Those are my two concerns. But of course, right now, again, I want to see what he looks like on Saturday. I want to see if he's able to kind of rekindle the flame, come back off an injury right away. It might take him a couple weeks to really get back into fitness. So that's why I'm holding off on him personally. But I could even go, I'll think about how to get Pulisic in later. But again, I try not to be biased with Pulisic, if you're asking my opinion, but it's hard for me not to be. I just love the kid so much, man. Are you going to move to De Bruyne? I'm going to wait till tonight to decide. If he's out for one game week, he is not leaving my squad. If I know that he's out, like if some late news leaks that he's hurt pretty bad and he's out for like 2 or 3 game weeks, then I'm switching him out for Son. No question. Or even I can even switch him out for Pulisic. I haven't decided yet, I guess. But KDB, I don't think he's going to leave my squad just yet. I have enough coverage that I could go, like right now. Oh, I forgot to go back to your team, FPL Swan. My bad, man. I've been stuck on my squad. I wanted to see what other people thought of your squad. I apologize. I'll go back right after this. Right now, I have Brewster coming in for KDB, and I want to hold I still have my free transfer right now, but I really want to hold it so I can get rid of Vinagre and Saka next week. So right now, I think I'm going to be patient and hold on my transfer and kind of take a loss this weekend and bounce back next. That's my goal right now. If not, I'm wildcarding. So it could go either way, man. This is back to FPL Swan. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, here's your wildcard squad. Back at it again. See if anybody else has some thoughts on... This is FPL Swan's wildcard again. Follow him on Twitter, FPL Swan. Let's see. So that's my thought right now on KDB. De Bruyne and Jesus out. Spurs, Bale is back. Liverpool, Mane and Thiago back. Also, Thiago being back is huge. You see how important Henderson is to Liverpool? I'm not going to say Thiago is as important because Henderson's been there for a long time. But I'm just a big fan of Thiago, man. He looked, even when he played his first game, he looked about as world class as I've seen him. I mean, no disappointment is what I should say. And in fact, he even looked more attacking than I'm used to. He was consistently looking at opportunities to leak Salah in behind the defense, putting in fantastic passes. He was controlling the game. If you saw him, he was dropping deep and really facilitating everything, man. I'm a big fan of Thiago. With him coming back, this could be huge for Liverpool. Even bigger for a huge thing for an already great team. Also, do you see that touch he had? I think it was Henderson was walking out of the facility, and Thiago called the ball, and he just had this disgusting first touch. That's just Thiago, man. Thiago, I hate saying the most. One of the most underrated players for the last while. Just because he doesn't score enough, you know what I mean? Where am I at with suggestions? Yeah. Everton, all of them back and fit. Chelsea, Ziyech fit for bench role. Thiago Silva, Mendy, and Chilwell out. Okay, so those are the news. That's the news that's out. I think Wilbur, you were asking, right? So that's the news that you missed out on. Thiago Silva is out. Mendy's out. Chilwell out. Ziyech is fit. Everyone's back for Everton. Mane and Thiago are back. Spurs, Bale is back. KDB and Gabriel Jesus is out. Oh. See, that's why I want to keep my wild card for one more week. Because look at all those big names who are just coming back or just leaving. Or just getting hurt, you know what I mean? So, like, if Bale is like, hey, dude, I'm world class, I'm probably going to drop KDB for Gareth Bale, and I know it hurts to say, and then I would do, like, Harvey Barnes to Pulisic. But again, we'll see what happens. Would you not want a Tottenham player in my squad? I really want a Tottenham player in my squad. My only concern is just how, right now, there's so many holes in my squad. I still have Vinagre. I still have Saka. They have to go. Werner's next up on a chopping block. But again, I want to see what he looks like with Pulisic and Ziyech around. I think I made a wildcard template over here. Yeah. This was just a real quick, on-the-fly wildcard template that I made a little while ago without thinking too much. But this is something that it would look like as of right now. Again, if Gareth Bale... Because I talked about it earlier with Harry Kane. I can't see him not scoring 20-plus goals this season with Son on the left side and Gareth Bale on the right, dude. Harry Kane, man, he's back at it again. But yeah, so that'd be who I would bring in. This is what my wild card squad real quick template would look like. Chilwell is out, so Lamptey would come in off the bench. But that's where I would kind of go for. Let's see. And that's triple up on Aston Villa, which I didn't realize till right now with Ollie Watkins in. So maybe I'll... Camera! What would you change for my wildcard team? Martinez, Love, Robertson, Seiss, Chilwell, Dallas, Mitchell. I'm a fan of all those players. Dallas, I think, is a decent play off the bench. He's getting super high up the pitch, man. He's due for a goal. Salah, Son, Grealish. I love Salah, love Son, love Grealish. Basuma, maybe. James, I love James Rodriguez. Kane, DCL, Mopai. I don't really see any faults in your stars, man. Shout out Lady Gaga one time. I don't see too much I don't like there, man. MSK 117. If I had to be picky and kind of dissect your squad, let me see. 4. That's a good playing 4.5 mid, man. I don't know. I don't know if I see any fault in your stars. You're still keeping a Liverpool defender, and he's doing it at a very you have a lot of value, Swan. Dang. I just realized I have 1.2. I'm not even able to do this. I have 1.2 million less than you. I don't see any. Maybe Sice. Maybe Sice just because he's 5'1". No, because he has good fixtures coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I like your squad a lot. If I had to, I would probably say no. I don't see anything. I'm sorry. I apologize. I think your squad is phenomenal. I think they're good for the long term is what I'm really trying to say. Maybe if I was being super picky, I'm not the biggest Mopai fan. I know he's off to such a good start, 4 goals and an assist. So it's hard for me to say anything against him, man. Chilwell is fit to play, side note. Chilwell is fit to play. So that's a huge pick. Love Chilwell. Mopay, yeah. Maybe Callum Wilson is... I don't know. I like your squad a lot, MSK. I'm super jealous of it. Maybe you're just missing a City player. That's be what I would say. If you're worried about not having any City assets. But again, the only 3 City assets I would want personally would be KDB, maybe Sterling, but at that price I'd rather have De Bruyne and Mahrez. But again, Mahrez is going to play consistently, so maybe you're onto something. I like that squad a lot. Because anyone can score a hat trick. You're captaining Brewster? You're captaining Brewster's first match. Brewster's first match for Sheffield. And you're going to captain him? Whoa. You have some guts, my friend. Oh, man. I don't know if I could do that. Brewster, captain? Woo. Wow. Oh my gosh, I just realized they got Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. The next 3 after that. Brewster is not going to Brewster is for sure going to be on the bench. I'm glad he's playing Fulham this week while KDB's out. 1 mil in the bank to get KDB back. Take out Kane. Oh, okay, that's fine. I like that. Yeah. I like your squad, man. And Kane still has some very favorable fixtures going forward. I have to go back here. Sorry, I keep switching in and out. Keep switching out. He's got very favorable fixtures. So game week 8, Kane. So you can even hold on to him for a while, but that's not bad. I like your squad a lot. Again, the only thing I would keep in mind is Antonio come game week 8. I think Antonio is phenomenal price at 6.3. I mean, he's already banged goals against some of the biggest squads so far this season. I talked about him earlier in the stream, but I'll talk about it again. Leicester, he dropped a goal. Arsenal, he scored against. So he's already scored against 2 of the bigger clubs. He's got Tottenham, City, and Liverpool next. Obviously, those are going to be tough. But then he's got Fulham, Sheffield, Villa, United, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Brighton after that, man. Southampton, dude, he's got a nice run of fixtures after that. And Antonio, I don't want to say fixture-proof, but 6.3, man, I don't know how much worse he could do than Antonio. If you're looking to downgrade Mopay in the future. Chilwell is playing. Who told you he isn't? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to research that myself. 1 mil in the bank. Yeah, I like that squad a lot, man. See, this right here is FPL Swan's account. I'll go back to mine real quick. There's so many good players off to start the season. I don't know how many bad picks there are, especially considering how just wild this season has been to start. You could look at my squad right now. If I look at my squad, I could be like, man, I really don't like this squad because there are a lot of holes on my squad, especially because I have 11.5 mil on the bench in KDB. But they can come out this weekend and Taylor can get like 14 points, and it'll just be like, it's just 2020, man, is what it is. So I mean, this has been a wild start. It's I love it, man. Would you recommend me to take out Mopai and bring in Antonio and somehow get Pulisic in for James? I don't think James. As much as I love Pulisic, I don't think James is the one to transfer out. As long as I think if you're gonna bring in Pulisic, I would look somewhere else. This is just my thinking. I'm a big fan of James Rodriguez, man. I think he has been world class since that World Cup where he had that chest volley. He's so good, man. The only reason why he's not talked about more is because he didn't get more playing time for the last few seasons with Bayern and with Real. But even when he played, man, dude balled out. And now he's really proven that he is, again, world class here at Everton. And he just really shifted this. Well, not him alone, but I don't know if James would be the one that I would get rid of to bring in Pulisic. But leaving Mopé out does hurt because he is on penalties. I don't know if Antonio is on pens. He was at the end of last season. But let me see. Let me go back to your squad. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at your squad right now. I don't know if I would drop Grealish right now for Pulisic just because Grealish looks great. James looks incredible. I'd probably hold on for now. And ask me again if you're gonna come to the stream on Sunday. I would say ask me again on Sunday after I've been able to watch Pulisic play, and I could give a better recommendation, I guess. Because right now I don't see anything wrong with having James, anything wrong with having Grealish. In fact, you could even at this point in the season, the only premiums that I would really want would be De Bruyne and Salah. After that, you could build a team with a bunch of £8 million players, and I'd be like, dude, that is a great squad. In fact, I'll see if I can do that right now. Actually, I kind of did that here, huh? Pulisic, Grealish. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did here on this is my wild card squad. I could bring out Robertson and bring back in Trent depending on how he looks this weekend. But I would like Antonio here instead of Watkins. I just don't have enough cash. Yeah, I do. What the? I had 7.3 in the bank? Sorry, this is my wild card squad that I did last minute, if you're just now watching. Because I definitely have a lot of holes in my squad, a lot of red flags, and this wild card is definitely looming. And so I was kind of messing around with what I would do with my squad. And I don't know why I'm blanking right now. Sorry. West Ham. Antonio. And that would still give me $1 million in the bank. So this would kind of probably potentially be my squad. I could even do Pulisic to... I'd probably even just go Pulisic to... Yeah, I do Pulisic to Son. Sorry, I know I'm scrolling on my camera or my laptop. I know it's kind of throwing off the vibe of your screen right now. I apologize. Not Lucas Moura. I keep doing that. Is this a sign that Lucas Moura is going to score this weekend? That's the second time I've done that. I still have 0.2 in the bank. So maybe I'd do something like this, and depending on what I see this weekend, I would drop Son down to Pulisic. Let's do this. I'm gonna keep running with this theme real quick. Taking out Harry Kane, bringing in my boy Christian. You like Ollie Watkins? You think he's gonna be good? I still have $7 million to spend on him on this last attacker. $7 million. I could. See, I get. That's why I love your team, MSK. I guess so. Very similar squad. I think this is a decent squad, man. 7.5, 7.5. I could go. Sorry, I got to think on the fly. I feel like Jimmy Neutron. I need my brain blast real quick. I can bring him down to a little bit extra. I could then go just to have a little bit of what he looked like. 7 mil, 4.5. I can even go. Why am I struggling so much? Let's go forwards. What am I doing? I was at Aston Villa already. Sorry, I've been streaming for a long time. Oh, my camera! I didn't realize my camera went off. I apologize. And I squeak. I squeak a lot when I'm making these videos. Ollie Watkins on the bench. Right there. Actually, what am I doing? Let me go. I should say what I'm doing. I do like Ollie Watkins, but see if this offers me more flexibility. I would still have 2.5. I would have 2.5 mil to spend with this squad right here. 2.5. I drop Son. I could get and then I could easily get KDB back in next week if I wanted him. I could even take out Kyle Walker-Peters and bring in anybody except Trent Alexander-Arnold. 2.5 mil to spend on this wildcard squad. I feel like I'm definitely missing something. Antonio, I could take him out, wait for game week 8, 8.8. I could bring in my main man Jimmy. Do I go Jimmy? Do I go Jimmy or do I go Jimenez or do I go Danny Ings? So it could be something like that. That could be my squad if I was to wild card. I don't know. How's that look? Kane is all around. He can get points from anywhere. Son only from open play and assists. Kane is on pens, man. Hard to argue against that logic. Now I'm gonna go back. Let's see what I can do with Harry Kane here. I really keep going back and forth here, innit? Spurs. Harry Kane in 7.3 to spend on another forward or another midfielder. Where should I go? 7.3. 7.3 can get me Callum Wilson. Midfielders. I don't know how much I could do with midfielders. I already have the... Actually... That. How's that squad look? And I would make... Oh, get out of here! Get out of here! No! I would make Harry Kane my captain. How's this look? Why is it all blurry? Yeah, there we go. That's what I would look on my wild card. Pulisic, Thomas, a lot of 7-8 million pound midfielders, but I think it balances out nicely. I'm definitely missing De Bruyne here, and I definitely want De Bruyne back ASAP as possible. But I kind of like this, man. I would have Lamptey on the bench, Lamptey and Brewster on the bench. Lamptey and Brewster coming off my bench. So I'd have two solid defenders there. Or, sorry, two solid suit. I'm really getting tongue-tied right now. And I squeak again. See, I told you I squeak all the time during this. That's what I would do. I kind of like that squad. Maybe I'd save some money. Maybe I could save some money. Drop Chilwell down to. Should I go back to a 4.5 mil and then? Let me do this. Any decent 4.5-ish million defenders? I'll go back to Dallas. Let me go to Leeds. Find Dallas. Throw Dallas in. I will switch out. I'll keep Dallas in for now. I could go Lamptey against Crystal Palace. Let's go Lamptey for now. That'll give me an extra 1.4. And I can... 8.4 mil. I'm just short of bringing in Jimenez for that front line. Ah! Did Ings go up in price? Danny! Ah. Southampton, bro. Shea Adams going to score this weekend on a side note. I just realized I wasn't talking there for a little while. I kind of went into my own Twilight Zone. Harvey Barnes out. Midfielder. Maximum price of Fofo. Fofos I'm tipping. Woodgrain I'm dipping. Shout out. Who's saying that? Why am I struggling? Mike Jones. Yeah. 281-330-8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low. What about that squad? How's that one look? Decent. I can even have Jimenez because I have Jimenez in at 8.5. So I'd probably go Jimenez over that. But something like that, man. I like that squad. I think it's decent. I think I can hold my own on that one. Son or Kane captain. I think Kane is the better captaincy choice. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with going with Human Son, but Harry Kane, dude. Harry Kane is getting 5 shots off per game. Look at this. I forgot I'm not signed in. Harry Kane's averaging like 5 shots per game. On a side note, KDB is averaging nine shot creations per game. He's creating 9 opportunities to get a shot off. Unreal. I think the next best is Mo Salah at like 7.4, which is still incredible. So yeah, Harry Kane averaging 5 shots per game. He's got a ton of attempted assists. I really wish I could show you. I don't know why I don't know why I was logged out here. But I think Kane is the obvious, not the obvious choice, but the I would go with Harry Kane. He's on penalties. He's consistently looking for his other players, and I think there's a lot of creators around him. So I'd go Harry Kane. Who would I bring in for the long term? Kane and Son. I haven't done enough research on this to feel. I've done research on it, but I haven't done enough to feel comfortable answering this. I will anyway because you did ask me. I wonder what does my hair look wild with this? My haircut, I don't know if I did well enough. I might put the hat back on. I think I'd probably go with Kane for the long term. I know he costs an extra 1.5 right now, so that does hurt my funds, and I am definitely struggling for funds right now. But yeah, the hat's going back on. I gotta gel me hair in it. Actually, I don't know if that looks too bad. I'll just run like this. And I gotta zoom out on my camera. I think I zoomed out. I'd probably go with Harry Kane for the long term. I love Son, but I think with Gareth Bale next to him, I think with Son next to him, I think that extra 1.5 is really worth it. And now that Harry Kane is getting more opportunities to get assists, as we saw, like that one game he had 4 assists to my boy Son. So long term, I'd probably go with Harry Kane for right now without doing too much more research. But of course, I'm going to do a lot more research between these two, especially come my wild card. Werner to Kane -4 than Captain Kane. I'm not against that at all. At all. Let me see. I think after 4 weeks now with Werner not scoring, you're more than warranted to drop him for a -4. If you're holding on to the what if he does score this weekend against Southampton, are they going to play the high line with Pulisic back, with Ziyech back? A bunch of what ifs. You know what I mean? If Werner does this, if Werner does that, yes, of course that's always going to be a concern. But Harry Kane has proven so far this season that he is top dog, man. Especially if you're captaining him, I don't think that's a bad shot at all. They're playing a West Ham squad. Yes, West Ham have looked good for 2 weeks now. So I think that is a decent shout. Or I think that is still a good pick, but I think that -4, I think it'd still be... I'm a fan of taking hits. I've taken one too many this season. So, yeah. Sorry, I wish I could give you more. All I know is that Kane is averaging 5 shots per 90. I'll pull up his stats right now again. I think I have it here still. Or I think I might have switched to Aguero. So I use FBref.com. FBref.com allows you to really break down. I'll show you here real quick. I'm not sponsored. I just love their website. So Harry Kane has 6 assists so far this season, 3 goals. He has, what's his expected right now? Expected goal and assist per 90, 1.4. So his assists probably are a bit higher than what his expected assists say if you're into expected assists. But as far as shots per 90, look at that, 5 shots per 90. 5 shots per 90. If we go to what the Premier League looks like, I'll go to squad player stats. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I might have to zoom in a wee bit. But let's see. Harry Kane. Go to shots per 90. Oh, why doesn't it have it here? It doesn't have it here? Wow, that is... I got to do this on the fly now. Let's see. Shooting. There we go. So as far as shots per 90, Harry Kane is in first place. I don't know if you guys can see that. I zoomed in. I still don't know if you can see that. It's super small, but Harry Kane's averaging the most shots in the league right now. He's followed behind Mitrovic and Mane. And Antonio. Look at that. So as far as who's getting off the most shots per game right now, Harry Kane, Mitrovic, Mane, Antonio, Salah, Richarlison. Shout out to Tammy Abraham as well. Shots on target per 90, he's right behind DCL at 2.3. So I think Harry Kane's the way to go. Personally, I'm not 100% sure with captaining a Spurs player though. Something is telling me they're going to struggle against West Ham. Spurs assets are the most patient requiring players to have in FPL, because 1 week they could look terrible. Harry Kane could almost look like a CDM. He could have 15 touches, have like no shots, and Tottenham just look lost moving forward. And then the next week they'll throw 6 up against United. So honestly, you never know what's going to happen with the Spurs squad. It's a little tricky. It's a little frustrating. I get it. I just moved the camera on you guys again. Sorry. But yeah, West Ham, back-to-back shutouts against big squads. They held Wolves to 0 2 weeks ago, and they held, why am I forgetting who they played last week? And they held Leicester and Wolverhampton back-to-back weeks to no goals. I don't know how many shots I hear you. Captaining a Spurs player is very frustrating. I captained Son last year. He got a -2. I captained Son. Yeah, I captained Son a couple times last year, and he gave me probably a combined 0 points. The -2 with the red card and a blankie out the next time. So I get it, man. But then again, Harry Kane could go off and score 4 goals, and no one would be surprised. Any updates on Vardy and KDB? KDB is out tomorrow. He's not going to be playing. I don't remember the exact quote that Pep said, but he pretty much said that KDB will not be. He said that KDB will not be playing Saturday, and he said something about games. That's all I remember from it. He could be out for, which is super vague and super ambiguous. So I don't know if he's going to be playing. Pep pretty much said he doesn't know how serious the KDB injury is. He doesn't know how long he'll be out for. So I wouldn't be surprised if KDB is out for 2-3 game weeks. I also wouldn't be surprised if he's playing in the Champions League game on Wednesday. So as far as this weekend, he's not going to be playing. It does not sound it. As far as Vardy goes, I haven't heard that one yet. I haven't done enough. Anyone here heard about the what happened with Leicester's press conference? Also, I got to be heading out here. I got work here pretty soon. So last couple questions, last couple comments, and then I'll wrap up the stream. Again, any questions you want, it could be FPL or non-FPL related. Let's get them in. I got about 5-10 more minutes left in me here. But yeah, but as far as Vardy fitness, I'm not too sure. I'll check to see if FPL has updated anything on this. It just says 75% chance here on the website on FPL. So again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. I apologize. I wish I could do some research. I wish I had another laptop on the side so I can really throw things around. But I don't know the fitness of Mr. Jamie Vardy. I apologize. But yeah, for sure KDB is out. You can see right there. Out. Unknown return date. We don't even know what his injury is, to be completely honest. So yeah, any last questions? Anything else you want to do? MSK did respond to you and said he probably will not play. Not sure though. So I apologize if you were to comment on this. If I can go back and find your YouTube page, I'll look up as soon as I got work though. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know how much I could do. I could try to look it up right now, but I'll try to look it up right now while I'm streaming. I'm on my phone right now. Let's see. Sorry if I'm giving a lot of ums right now. On a side note, anybody here like hot sauce? I'm not reading the comment section right now because I'm googling something. Anyone here like hot sauce? I'm looking for a new hot sauce. I feel like Tapatio is good, but I feel like there's better hot sauces out there. And I'm looking to buy some really good one. Also, I need some reggae sauce in my life. But what is the best hot sauce out there? I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow, and I need to up my hot sauce game. Johnny Evans. Yeah, it just on Fantasy Football Scout it just says Jamie Vardy has a calf problem. I don't know if it said anything more than that. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything online real quick that I'm going through. I know it's giving me a bit of some dead air here. But I apologize. I'm trying to look it up right now, the Vardy injury and the extent of it. Somebody that's a Leicester supporter with 2,000 followers on Twitter said no Vardy, no Evans, no Soyuncu, no Ricardo, no Ndidi, no Amartey, no Prayet. So it looks like maybe Vardy is out, according to a Leicester fan. I don't know. Again, take that with a grain of salt. Also, I'm looking at Vardy doing a slide tackle in practice right now on Leicester's official Twitter page. It just says doubt. Apparently, it apparently says he's a doubt, which means he could easily start this weekend. Again, it could be mind games. Him saying, I don't want to reveal my cards and say that Vardy is playing. So you have to do a little extra game planning. But yeah, it just looks like it's a doubt right now. I apologize. It looks like it's going to be a frustrating one. If it were me and I had Vardy, I would just hold on to him, hoping that he could play, personally. Unless you really had like a few extra $500,000 or something and you could upgrade to Kane. But right now, I'd probably just hold on to Vardy. I'd probably guess that Vardy plays. If I had to guess right now, I think Sadio Mane is back right now. I think in the press conference they said Sadio Mane is back, right? I'll double check that real quick. Sadio Mane. Sorry, more dead air. I gotta talk while I text. Jurgen Klopp has confirmed that Keita will miss the derby. We say derby here. I gotta say derby. The Reds have no other version. It says Thiago and Mane have both returned to training, so it looks like he's going to be playing, Sadio Mane. And he has the high. I think he's up there in like the third highest, top 5 highest expected goals, non-expected goals in the season. I'll look it up right now while we're at it. Because Mane, dude, I don't know why, especially now that Salah went up in price and there's a 0.4 differential. Mane is a great shout, man. Let me go back to this website real quick. Let's see. Go to standard stats. Sorry, going through this. But it looks like Mane is going to be playing this weekend. Non-penalty expected goal or assist per 90. Yeah, Sadio Mane is second for non-penalty expected goal or assist per 90, only behind Harry Kane. So, dude, Sadio Mane is, I think he's one of the, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here and saying he's one of the best players in the world. Oh, I gotta go back now. Crap. And I think that he's getting not enough credit here on FPL. I don't know what his percentage owned is. But yeah, here's where I got expected goal against. Everton's number 1 expected goal against, followed by Aston Villa and Southampton. So back to that McCarthy versus Martinez debate. Tough one. Let's see. Go into Sadio Mane, see how much he's worth. Or what his selection is. 6% selection for one of the best players in the world. Brazy. So it looks like Sadio Mane is going to be back this weekend. He might be on limited minutes, but he's back in training, so it looks good for him. Son, Kane, Salah, or Grealish as captain. Kane. I personally would go Kane. You can make a great argument for any of those players, especially Son. But Son and Salah, I think all 4 are great shouts. But for me personally, I would go Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane's, if you have Harry Kane, is the probably the number 1 option in FPL if I had to rank him. He'd be my first pick. If I had to rank the best captaincy picks this weekend, Harry Kane would probably be he has the best chance of getting you an attacking return. But Grealish is a great shout, man. Grealish could be a great shout. He's looked phenomenal for 2 years now, period. And now that he has Ollie Watkins, who looks like a decent player in front of him, he has Ross Barkley, who's looking very attacking. And that was the biggest concern last season, right? As far as FPL goes, you're like, Grealish is phenomenal. He just doesn't have anyone around him who can score. But now he's got, Ollie Watkins and Ross Barkley, and now they're looking like a decent squad, and Jack Grealish at 7.1 is a great option. As far as captaincy pick, it's a shout. It's a shout. It's a great punt. Leicester defense. Looks like Leicester defense is out, man. Leicester defense, everyone is hurt. Ndidi is out, and he's the second best center defensive mid. Ooh, Thiago's here now. He's a pivot too. Ndidi is a phenomenal pivot, phenomenal center defensive mid. He's out. I think Evans is out. So Yunchu's out. Ricardo Pereira is out. Yeah, I don't expect Leicester to hold a clean sheet, but again, they're very well trained. They're very disciplined as a unit. So I could see either way, but Grealish is a great shout, man. Let's see. Try South African hot sauce. Oh, shout out South Africa one time. Lekker bro. Anyone here from South Africa? South African hot sauce made with bird's eye chilies. Ooh. Kids making their grandmother's recipes is becoming a thing here. They're all good. Are you from South Africa? That'd be sweet, man. Lekker. If you're from South Africa, real quick, one of my best friends lives in... Well, I had two really good friends that live in South Africa now. I met them while I was in England. One of them still lives there in England. The other one moved back. One was from Joburg and one was from East London down south. But they taught me the beautiful ways of South Africa, man. I really want a Springboks jersey, the rugby jersey, the rugby kit, the best kit in the one of the best kits in the world. Yeah, shout out Joburg one time. He called it Bailaka pudding. I don't think that's what it's called. I think it's called like Maluva pudding. I could be mistaken. I had that for my birthday this year. Is that right? Is that what it's called? The dessert type, almost like I was gonna say tres leches, but not. Anyway, I hope that's what it's called. They also had their parents made me this like the stew where it was actually cooked in the pot. Anyway, I love South Africa, man. I got to go there one day. I want to go to Jays Bay. Malva pudding, yeah. Oh, Malva pudding. They called it Bailaka pudding because laka means like cool in Afrikaans, right? But Malva pudding, oh, so good, so underrated as a dessert. I love Malva pudding. Phenomenal. Shout out South Africa one time. I have to go there. It's been on my bucket list for a long time, man. I gotta go to Jays Bay. Jays Bay and get some surfing there. Hopefully you stay away from some sharks. But yeah, Malva pudding is phenomenal. I'll check out that hot sauce. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm so glad I have friends here from South Africa, man. That's awesome. I always whenever I meet someone from South Africa, I always start with the icebreaker. I always say like "Lekker bro," and then I go and now I'm gonna say the joke out of turn, but I say like yeah, I have friends from South Africa and they always call me like Malungu. I don't know what it means, but they just call me and it's cool, right? And they always laugh. But anyway, Malungu is like whitewash that comes in from on the ocean, that little like white foam, and that's what you call a white person, right? I don't know what it is. Hopefully that's not bad to say. If it is bad to say, I really apologize. Anyway. Now I'm super nervous. That's not bad, right? Anyway, Malva pudding, phenomenal. Shout out South Africa one time. Castania. Oh, I gotta go back in time now. Castania or Sice for game week 5 as Leicester are playing Aston Villa and Wolves playing Leeds. I don't know if I think Aston Villa scores in that game. I don't know if Leeds do. So as far as clean sheets go, I would go Sice, but I like Castania as I think he's one of the best FPL defenders in the game. So Castagna would probably be a lock-in for me. I squeaked again. Now I just want some Malva pudding. I'm going to try that hot sauce out later. What's it called? What's the South African hot sauce called? I screenshot it so I can look it up later, but... I'd probably go with Castagna. I think he's just a safer pick. Tottenham are playing West Ham, though. Yeah. West Ham looked good these last 2 weeks, man. West Ham looked good. But so do Tottenham. Tottenham looked phenomenal. They put up 6 on United. Of course, there was a red card there, but yeah, we'll see. You never know with Tottenham. Tottenham looked great last week, so that means they could be terrible this week. Yeah, shout out South Africa again, man. I really got to get out there. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I've been good. Life's good over here, man. I mean, we're still in quarantine, still, living that life, and yeah, I was going to say America's going through some crazy times right now, but life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. Sorry you probably covered this, but KDB for Mane this week on a knee-jerk one. Oh, you did that? Didn't give it much thought after this game week. I fancy him. I think that Liverpool double up is not a bad idea. You're destined to get somebody's destined to haul to get double digits. Yeah, I was thinking about that myself because this is FPL Swans team. This is my squad. KDB being out hurts, and he might be out for a long time. And again, I'm just craving malva pudding, man. I think I'm gonna make that this weekend, Matthew. I'm gonna definitely look up some malva pudding. Yeah, I like that. I talked about that Mane a little bit ago. He has a second best non-penalty goal or assist per 90 minutes in the Prem right now. At like, what did we say it was? I can look it up right now. I still have it up. I do not have it up. But yeah, I think Mane has the second highest expected goal involvement per 90, only behind Harry Kane. I think it's like 1.4 per 90. He looks great, man. Sadio Mane looks good. It might be a bit of a knee-jerk because De Bruyne might be back next weekend. But I did talk about that a lot here in the stream, and I am definitely super nervous about KDB being out. I think the first like 45 minutes of my stream was literally me just freaking out, stressing out because I just found out that KDB was out. Hey, dang, I got bars, man. But camera went out. But yeah, so I'm super stressed about KDB, but I'm gonna wait till after the stream to make a decision. I still have some time. Family's doing well. Let's see. I don't know if there's any like big news to say on my family. I don't know if you watched my video, but I pulled out a Stingray barb out of my foot yesterday or 2 days ago, so that was cool. Yeah, everyone's doing well. Hey, appreciate that. Strong team. Thank you. I don't know if I agree, but I'll definitely accept a compliment, man. Yeah, hoping Salah and Mane double up alongside Son and Hamas. Backs it. Whoop. See, I can't read, man. I've been on the stream for a long time. I gotta end this stream off pretty soon. My eyes are starting to go. Yeah. Salah and Mane double up alongside Son and Hamas. Backs it, bruh. If the Everton pool game is 0-0, I'm screwed. The last 3 derbies of them have been 0-0. On a side note, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but it's history, man. If it ends 0-0, that is 3 blanks for a lot of money. I personally don't see him blanking. I think I talked about it earlier. I think I see a 2-1 game. I think Liverpool comes out and faces this adversity and says, hey, we're still the champions. You're not going to go 6 points up on us. Especially because Thiago looks like he's back, Mane's back, and I just see a really strong Liverpool side. I don't know if I still think Everton are solid, but I see like a 2-1 game probably if I had to guess. But 0-0 would hurt a lot of owners, man. I'd be happy with Trent though. Trent getting a clean sheet would be nice. I have Sterling. Should I hold on? I have Sterling. Should I hold or bring in Son for him? I have Sterling. Should I hold or bring in Son for him? Without De Bruyne, City do have a problem scoring. If you want to look at like history goes, and it would free up like 2.5 mil for you, 2.4 mil, to switch out Sterling for Son, and Son has great run of fixtures coming up. Sorry, I should have read the end of that sentence. See, this is why I got to end the stream here soon. Or should I do Ings to Mopé and Barnes to Son? That's tough. Anyone here have any suggestions for Avinash? He's talking about getting rid of Sterling for Son, or he's thinking about doing Ings to Mopé and Barnes to Son. I personally like Ings and Barnes myself. I don't know if they would leave my squad, although Ings does have a tough run of fixtures coming up. But it's Danny Ings. He's a phenomenal player. I'd probably drop Sterling for Son, in my opinion. Son's on greater form. Sterling did look good last game against Leeds. At times, probably should have come away with more. But I think Son just looks good. I don't know. That's tough. It's so hard to predict right now how I was trying to find a cooler word, but how wild this season has been. Matthew says to keep Sterling, and then Sana says Son for Sterling. See, that's how wild FPL has been. If you had extra 2.5 mil, what would you do with it? That's good. That's my question. That's my follow-up question. Yeah, what would you do with that extra 2 mil? Mopé or Antonio for wild card? Antonio come game week 8 has phenomenal fixtures. His fixtures really take a turn. I'll bring it up real quick. I think Mopé is the 4th or 5th highest scoring midfielder in the game right now. I'll show you right now. Or not not midfielder. Why am I struggling right now? I really work's gonna be hard today. Mopé's fixtures, he's got Crystal Palace, West Brom, Burnley. So he's got a decent run of fixtures for now. See, if you kept Mopé till game week 8, you'll have Crystal Palace, West Brom, and Tottenham and Burnley. And you switch him out for game week 9 for Antonio. Because Antonio come game week 8 has Fulham game week 8. So I would probably switch, because right now Antonio is going up against Tottenham, City, and Liverpool next 3 matches. So I would probably hold on to Mopé till game week 8 and then switch out for Antonio. But Antonio is phenomenal, man. If you were to bring him in against Liverpool, I could see it. He's a great player. 6.3 mil, man. Let's see. Been sleeping on your last vid, bro. Need to catch that. Don't worry about it, man. I got my YouTube COD mobile. Yeah, I saw that. Up to 770 subs. Sick, man. Anyone like COD mobile, check him out. 3K views, but always got the fear next vid catch is like, yeah. I saw that, dude. I was gonna hit you up. Do you wanna? I just got rid of COD Mobile. Like, they had the update where you had to put a lot of effort into like really what's the word I'm looking for? See, this is why I gotta go to work now. What am I word I'm looking for? Upgrade your gun yourself, so you had to like say, hey, I need a quick draw, and it was too advanced for me, so I got rid of it. But I'd be down if you want to play some battle royale on COD, man. Hit me up on COD Mobile. 770 subs, that's dope, man. Congratulations. 100 views. It is a tough grind. YouTube is a tough grind. I will give you that. Point of essay to say you rock. I appreciate that, man. Retweet the links and shares on the Instagram page tomorrow. I appreciate that, man. I don't know. I feel like my last video was too long. On a side note, I kind of got carried away with the video. But anyway, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Congrats on 770 subs, dude. You're super close to that big 1K number. Yeah, dude. If you want to play some COD Mobile, hit me up, man. Let's play. Also, if you're playing Among Us, I'd be down to play some Among Us, man. I'm done with wild cards. Use mine for game week 3. 24 points off a wild card. You're not alone. A lot of people had that same problem. My other game weeks were 75, 70, and 72. Whoa. Trust your gut with your original Steam and stay off bandwagons. 100% agree. Trust your own gut. I'm off of Twitter now because I was getting too. Well, I'm not off Twitter. I'm still on it, but I was getting too convinced from Twitter, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, to bring in players. And I got rid of Son, even though I like Son a lot, and brought in Martial, and that's obviously hurt me a ton. So at the end of the day, trust who you believe in, man. It does suck that you've already used your wild card. That does hurt, but it is what it is, man. So that's a huge start to the season. At 145, 217. So you're at like, what, 235 points to start the season? Awesome. Remember to like the stream. Yeah, if you guys want to like the stream, man. Don guarantees you a triple. I don't know if I guarantee you a triple figure game week, but the quest for 100 definitely is a real every week. Keep Sterling. Yeah, Son for Sterling. Keep the extra money for now. We'll come in use when KDB is back or when Bale does well. I'm not against that then at all. I think that's probably a good option. I know it's so hard. It's so hard mentally to switch from Sterling to Son, especially because like just the fact that he's the 2 million is always like, oh, but he's a premium for a reason. You know what I mean? And if Sterling goes off, then I'm going to be like, well, this is what I expected. This is the Sterling that I knew. You know what I mean? But Son is phenomenal at 9 million. He's playing like a 13 million pound player right now. I'm not against that at all, especially if you're considering using the extra money to switch back to De Bruyne when he gets healthy, or even Gareth Bale if he does well. So I'm not against that at all. Extra 2 million. If you're bringing in Pulisic, then yeah, you have my word, baby. Let's go. I love me some Christian Pulisic, man. I said that earlier in the stream. I was talking about how my two concerns for Pulisic are his playing time right now moving forward and how I'm going to get him into my squad. Those are the only things I'm worried about right now. And I'm also worried about that Malva pudding because that sounds so good. I'm so hungry. Let's see. Barnes looks okay for this week, but ahead no good. Yeah, I was hoping he got unlucky last week to not score a goal. Got called back as offsides, but moving forward, he does have. He's got a decent run of fixtures. I am super. Ooh, hold up. Remove. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I could switch out Saka and Harvey Barnes for Pulisic and Busuma. Oh! I would just take a -4 to bring in just the defender hurts. That's what it is. I would have to get rid of Werner. I would drop Werner down to DCL. What am I thinking? Maybe this is what I do next week. Because I don't know how much Vinagre is going to go down. Depending on what Werner does this week, I can go Pulisic in. And I don't have enough for DCL. But I could go... I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway. Oh! Camera went off! Hey, Jim on Instagram. Yeah, I'd have to re-download COD Mobile, but I used to... Man, Battle Royale was so fun, man. Me and all my chemistry buddies, we would... When COD Mobile first came out, we'd be in the middle of chemistry, and chemistry is such a long class. It's like 5 hours straight. You have lab and then you have lecture, so they give you like a 15-20 minute break. And as soon as we go on break, we'd all just, like, the whole classroom would just jump on COD Mobile and we just start playing each other. It was dope, man. Oh, my mom just texted me and said she got donuts, so I got to find a way to get to her work right before I go to work. I want a donut. I want Malva pudding. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, I got 5 more minutes on the stream. I'll end the stream here pretty soon. I've been going for like 2.5 hours. Shout out Lord of the Rings one time. What do you think of my wildcard squad? Martinez, Robertson, Castagne, Seiss, Mings, Mitchell, Son, Salah. So far, I think I love all your players so far. Big fan. I think Mitchell. I talked about this a little earlier in the stream. Mitchell is a bit of a question moving forward because the Van Aanholt is back and they brought in another player. Crystal Palace did, so I don't know how much playing time Mitchell will get moving forward. If you're looking at him getting playing time, it's something that I would look more into. See if he keeps his place or not. That's just a quick word of advice. So far, I like all your players. Salah, James, Grealish, Anguissa, Mopé, DCL, and Kane. I'm seeing a very, very similar attacking front three. I think it's the third time I've been asked for a wild card. And Mopé, DCL, and Kane are very popular, and I get why. The only thing I would say is I've been saying for a while is be ready to switch Mopé out for Antonio. I think Mopé is still a good pick for these next few game weeks because Antonio has too hard of a schedule. But I definitely I like your squad a lot. You're just missing Captain America and Christian Pulisic. No, that's not bad. I like that a lot. Yeah, big fan. How much money do you have left in the bank after all these transfers? Next wild card: Martinez, Robbo, Chilwell, love, Dallas like, Salah love, James love, Grealish love, Son love, Mopé, DCL, Kane again. There you go again. Walker Peters on the bench to come up. Basuma playing 4.5. Dunn, I'm not sure how much playing time Dunn is going to get, but he's 4 million, right? Because I think Tarkovsky's back. Yeah, Tarkovsky's back, so Dunn's done. But boom. I like your squad though. I like both of you guys' squad. Very similar as far as attackers go. No money left. Yeah, I feel you, man. I Salah, James, Jack, Son, Mopé, DCL, Kane. I think you guys have the same exact front line, huh? Same exact front line for both you guys. I like it a lot. I think the things that come to mind is you're missing, maybe not you're missing, but KDB being out is definitely something, not having any City assets is tough, just because they're going to score a lot. But at the same time, there's only like 2 assets I really like from City, and one of them's the same price as the other. As far as week in and week out, I love Mahrez, but he just doesn't play enough for me. That's one concern I have, but I'm not against that because KDB's out. So if you're going to do that anytime, now is a great time. Would have went Pulisic, but he's too risky. Yeah, I hear you, man. Pulisic, I'm a big Pulisic fan, but I definitely think waiting a week is the most ideal thing to do, at least a week, just to make sure. Even if you miss out on points, that's fine. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. He hasn't played a competitive game for a long time with his injury. He got 7 minutes against Crystal Palace, but Southampton, United. So you can even wait till after the United game and bring him in for the Burnley save a transfer, bring him in for Burnley. But Pulisic, that's what I was going to do. I was going to check his selection. He's only 3% selected, so if he does go ahead and get 10 points, you're not missing out on too much as far as overall ranking goes. But I like holding off just 1 week because I agree it is a bit of a risk because he could easily be saved for Champions League on Tuesday. Lampard could say, "Hey, I like Pulisic, but I'd rather have him wait here a little bit longer, or have him rest up and get his legs underneath him, play him 45 minutes, take him off, or bring him in the 60th minute mark, get him some playing time, and really get him going for Champions League." So I hear you. It would be hard to use that. Son, KDB, Salah, Hamas, Basuma, Jimenez, Wilson, Brewster, 1 free transfer. KDB to who? I think Bruno is getting a little overlooked. I know United are struggling a lot, but if anyone on United is going to do well, I think Bruno is a good shout. Would you be planning to go back to KDB when he's healthy? That would be another question. You could go to Mahrez. Mahrez would be a differential. Let me think. It depends on if you're going back to KDB or not. First off, that'd be my first question. Hey Don, brand new viewer to your stream. Very nice, responsive. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, Shani Rasul, for letting me know about this. Hey, shout out the plugs one time. Hey, welcome to the channel, man. If you're new to this channel, this is simply a channel just to have as much fun as possible. I love FPL and I'm super addicted to it. I don't take myself too seriously as just in life in general. I like to have a lot of fun, man. We talk about FPL as much as possible. We talk about random things, hip hop. I was talking about South African desserts a few minutes ago, which again I've brought up for like 5 times now because I'm craving it pretty bad right now. But yeah, we're just here as this FPL channel is here for fun, man. Just got to enjoy it, especially because some weeks are really hard. You can score 25 points, get upset, come to this channel, have a good time, and get refreshed for next week. Or you can come say how you scored 100 points, and I'd be your biggest fan. Either way. So yeah, man, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll try to do my best to keep this as fun as possible. In fact, on a side note, it's been like 2 hours of me talking on this channel, and I haven't yet brought up Rihanna. So that's a new record. I'm a little upset about it. I'm also wearing my PSG jersey today to represent Rihanna. I feel like now is a great time more than ever to say that Anti is one of the most slept on albums I've ever heard in my life. Phenomenal album. Shout out Rihanna one time. It's taken me way too long to shout out Alex Morgan as well. Shout out Alex Morgan one time. Hey, appreciate it, man. I appreciate the subs. I'm here for you guys, man. If you guys want let me know what you guys want in this FPL channel, honestly. If you guys want more team selection videos, more streams, I've even talked about having you guys pick Emma Watson. Quick shout out Emma Watson. On a side note, I went this whole stream without mentioning. This is how stressed I've been about KDB being out. Is that I haven't mentioned Emma Watson yet, Rihanna, or Alex Morgan, or Vanessa Hudgens. So I gotta do them all in one breath. But yeah, I've talked about doing like a Don or Dare, to where if I score underneath the game week average, I'll have to do something in one of my videos, like my transfer video at some point. Whatever you guys say. I think right now I'm thinking about if I score below. Camera went off. I think. Did my camera die? One sec. I'll be right back. think my camera went off. Sorry, I apologize for the bit of dead air real quick. But I think my camera went off. I'm out of battery. Oh, man, that's how long I've been going? Oh, no. I was just getting into some good stuff. Let me go to... One sec. I need to use... I know I'm going into the Matrix real quick. I apologize. I'm going to have to use my laptop. Alright, so I'm definitely ending the stream here soon. Because my camera went off, so I'm going to have to use my laptop real quick. Yeah, I apologize. So I'll wrap this up real quick. But yeah, man, so I'm thinking about if I don't get the game week average this week, I'm going to take, my buddy has a hot sauce that's like 1,000,000 Scoville, and I'm going to eat it if I get underneath the game week average, and I'll do my outro eating that hot sauce. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, this channel is here for fun, man. We're just here to have a good time. Here to enjoy life, enjoy FPL, and talk about really anything. But if you guys want anything, want me to talk about captaincy picks, team selection, hip-hop, whatever it may be, man, just let me know. Appreciate you guys subbing, man. Welcome to the channel. I think I missed out. But yeah, as far as a KDB transfer, going back to, let me see who brought that up. Back to Lyon. I think if I look at the fixtures real quick, I think Pulisic is a decent shout. I would like Bruno against Newcastle. I think Bruno is probably the best one to go to. If it were me, you could even go Gareth Bale if you wanted to get really maverick with it. But if it were me, it would be between... No, because then you'd have triple Spurs. I don't know if I like that. I would say the best one would be Bruno Fernandes. Getting a little slept on right now, Bruno is. Let's see. PSG winning 1-0. How Moise Kean is starting up front for them after last season beyond me. Moise Kean. Moises Kean? PSG play today? Let me check up their schedule real quick. Go to League One. Up 1-0. Moise Kean starting up top. Let's go! Man, how about that? So dude looked good at Juventus. Looked really good. Then goes to PSG and is starting it for PSG. Holy, wow! Mbappe scores. Of course, Mbappe scores. That dude is mega talented. Who do you think is going to win the Golden Boy this year? On a side note, I think it's going to be Haaland, but I think Alphonso Davies also deserves a shout. Alphonso Davies won. As far as the Golden Boy winners, I don't know who wins, man. I think Haaland's the clear, maybe not the clear and obvious, but he's my favorite, followed by Alphonso Davies. I think Greenwood deserves a shout. Sancho, obviously, I think he gets third place. I can even see him winning it all, but that's my thought. Sorry, got to go back a little bit in time. Martinez, James, Mitchell, Justin, Fernandez, Zaha, Salah, Sterling, Wilson, Jimenez, DCL, Bench, Anguissa, Saiss, Taylor. I like that a lot. You're going with Zaha? Zaha's a good shout. He's got great run of fixtures. I think he can score this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised. I like that squad, man. I've seen a lot of good squads. You guys are commenting on your squads, and I like your guys' squads a lot more than I like my own. You know what I mean? Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm loving the desserts convo. I'm on wildcard currently. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, Matthew, yeah, you were the one that brought up, well, I guess I brought up malva pudding, but we both brought it up in it. Loving the desserts convo. I'm on wildcard currently, and so much uncertainty. Oh, so much. See, that's why I wanted to wait a couple more weeks, just because of the wildcard uncertainty right now. Because you're right, Pulisic, I really want Pulisic in my squad, but I want to wait a week. I wouldn't be against having him now. I mean, it's a pretty daring move to bring him in because we don't know how much minutes he'll get. Now he has Werner, he has Chilwell, he has Kai Havertz, he has Ziyech. All those guys he's never played with, so it's going to take time for him to gel with those guys. You know what I mean? So it might be a little early on him, but it's tough. Mahrez, I think Mahrez, out of everybody, I think he's guaranteed playing time this weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying you know what I mean a lot. I feel like I'm from the Bay. You know what I mean? Mahrez, I think he's going to start now that De Bruyne is out. But after these, but it's just so risky week in and week out with Mahrez, man. If he starts, he scores. Same thing as Aguero. If he starts, he scores. But it's just pep roulette. Liverpool double up in midfield, too costly. I think Liverpool double up is a great option, but I don't know if I have that kind of cash. You know, it's tough, man. All those are risky. I want to see what Pulisic and Ziyech bring to the table. I want to see how Werner reacts with those guys. I want to see what Gareth Bale brings with Tottenham. I want to see if United can turn this around. There's just so much uncertainty right now. How long is KDB out for? It's tough right now. There's a lot of decisions, but there's still a lot of solid players. Like Grealish is going to be great. James, DCL. Is Liverpool going to rebound defensively? Is Jimenez going to come back to form? But there are still some players that moving forward that you're going to want in your squad for a long time. But it's tough. I agree with you. But again, I'm very biased with Pulisic on my own. I talked about this a little bit here, Ali. I'm very biased being an American who loves soccer. I've already said that he's probably right now, not as a career, but right now Pulisic is probably the greatest American soccer player, field player of all time. I've gotten a little bit of heat for this because Clint Dempsey is still there, Landon Donovan is still there, but I would say at their prime, I would pick Pulisic over Clint Dempsey or Landon Donovan. And this hurts because it doesn't hurt, but I'm a huge Dempsey fan. So it's hard for me not to be biased about Christian Pulisic. I squeaked again. How many times have I squeaked so far in the stream? But I agree. I started through that whole thing too. Yeah, thank you. I will die eating that. Yeah, if I eat malva pudding, I'm not working. You know what I mean? Like malva pudding is one of those things. I put malva pudding in fufu. If there's anyone here from Nigeria or Ghana, shout out you guys one time. I know you're going through a lot of hard things, especially with Nigeria. All thoughts, prayers, love going out to Nigeria, man. But fufu and malva pudding are some of those, like, two of the biggest things that when I eat it, I ain't moving for hours, man, at all. And going back to the desserts convo with you, Ali, what are you guys' top favorite desserts? I feel like malva pudding. If you haven't had malva pudding, it's a South African dessert. I think that's something you have to try. I think it's phenomenal, man. Tres leche here in America, or it's a Mexican dessert, but here in California I have it a lot. It's phenomenal, tres leche. But yeah, fufu and malva pudding. If I eat those, especially if I eat fufu for dinner and then have malva pudding for dessert, it's night, man. You ain't seeing me for 12 hours. I'm knocked out. I'm going to bed. Hey, I appreciate you subscribing, man. Thanks for coming out. I'll be streaming again on Sunday after the final match. We can just chill and have a good time, man. We can FPL and chill. Yeah. Went from 10 likes to 18 and 3 extra subs. Hey, appreciate that. Hey, shout out Shawnee saying to like the video. If you want to like the video, that'd be cool, man. I appreciate it. I just like to, the likes and the subs are great. I love them. But I just, over everything, I just love hanging out with y'all, man. Having a good time. Really just enjoying. Pulisic, just enjoying life, man. Life is beautiful. You done know, eh? Let's see. Pulisic, I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm the realest and coolest out there, but I definitely quote Rihanna a lot. Also, Black Thought and Benny the Butcher just dropped an album today if you're into hip hop. And so I know if I'm not wildcarding, I know exactly what I'm listening to at work. Pulisic, Donovan, Dempsey. How would you rate them for USA? Donovan, if I want to go on a bit of a loophole real quick, Donovan is one of my favorite players all time. Especially because, I'm sorry if anyone is here from Algeria, but that goal that he scored against Algeria in like the 2012 World Cup, I believe. No, 2008 World Cup. That he scored against Algeria in the 93rd minute. If you haven't seen it, it is the best moment that I've ever had as a USA men's national team lover. Of course, USA women have won the World Cup, so that's my favorite part. But as far as also shout out the Women's World Cup real quick, the USA women, y'all are awesome. No, but as far as the men's national squad, that last second goal against Algeria was one of the best moments of my USA life. So Donovan right there gets top dog for me. And I wish that he would have stayed at Everton longer. I think I'm seeing a comment here later. Because when he was with Everton, I was living in England at the time, and a lot of people, Everton fans too, were like, "We love Donovan. We just don't know why he's not here more. He stayed with the Galaxy." And that's where I'm from. I live just south of LA, and so it's hard for me to say I wish he would have moved on, but I wish he would have moved on and gone to Everton, and stayed there long term. I think it would have really helped his game and brought his game to the next level. I think his speed, his ability was so good. Pulisic is better tech wise. Pulisic is better with the ball at his feet, but Donovan was. I'd probably go Donovan 1 out of career. I know I said Pulisic is probably the best, and I still stand by that. But I will probably say Donovan 1, Pulisic. When I say Pulisic is the best, I'd say I would rather have Pulisic than Landon Donovan. But as far as how good they are, I would put Donovan number 1. He's phenomenal. I love Landon Donovan, man. Landon Donovan, aka Vegeta. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, he looks just like Vegeta. That's how I would say. Dempsey, I have a picture. I was living in Battersea, or I was living in Clapham, just south of Fulham. And so when he was playing at Fulham and when he was playing at Tottenham, so I was a big Dempsey fan at the time. Still am a big Dempsey fan. What was his rap name? Because he had a rap too. He was rapping. He had was he Deuces? Deuces? If you want to look up Clint Dempsey, the man who once scored 20 goals for Fulham, if you want to go see his rap video, I think he has a rap. I think his name is Deuces. I'm a baklava lover. It's Turkish pastry dessert. If you have a sweet tooth, you will like it. Baklava is really good. I feel like Turkish food in general is slept on. Where I live, there was a like not even a quarter of a mile away. We have like a convenience store. It's called 7-Eleven, and like 2 stores down from that, little hole in the wall Turkish place. It was there for maybe a month. And it was such a shame because they had really good baklava, they had really good food in general. But I was only able to go there one time, and I'm very upset that they went out of business. But they were really good when they were there, man. But yeah, baklava is good. I appreciate it. I want some baklava now. I'm so hungry now, man. Oh. Pulisic is best for techers. Yeah, I agree. Donovan was class, kept it going for years. Wouldn't be surprised if Pulisic goes to Barcelona. Don't even put that in my head, bro. If Pulisic goes to Barcelona, it's already wild enough that we have Dest playing for Barcelona. We have Dest and De La Fuente, 2 Americans for Barcelona. De La Fuente hasn't made a first team appearance yet, but he looks really good from what I'm hearing. If Pulisic goes there, night. I'm gonna have a Pulisic jersey right here. Now I have an Alex Morgan jersey right here. Let's see. Also, we have if we talk about American soccer real quick, we're on the rise. We got Weston McKennie, who started for Juventus last weekend. We got Reina starting for Dortmund. We have Pulisic starting for Chelsea. We have Dest starting for Barcelona. We have some really good players right now. I know I'm missing some. Timothy Weah, when he gets healthy. Let's see, I'm in South Africa, and I never get over Malva. And yes, baklava with vanilla ice cream. Yes, so good. So good. I think I would choose Malva pudding over baklava personally, but if somebody was like, hey, let's go get some baklava, I will never say no, ever. I need some curry right now in my life too. What do I think? Ryan Chilwell. Chilwell I like a lot. Ryan, I like Ryan. I think he's probably the 3rd best 4.5 million keeper. Shout out Margot Robbie one time. Australia connection gang. Chilwell, Dallas. I like Dallas. Target, good pick. Yeah, I like Target. Mitchell and Dunn. My only concern with Mitchell and Dunn right now is they both might be going to the bench for the time being. Dunn with Tarkovsky coming back, and Mitchell with Van Aanholt, and I think they brought in another player. I can't remember at the top of my head right now, but I think Crystal Palace brought in another defender, so I don't know how much playing time they're going to get if you're looking at them having some bench coverage. Love Salah, love Son, Love Sterling, actually. I think Sterling, I know I talked about me wanting KDB over him, but I definitely see the love for Sterling, man. I think he's a great player. James, Grealish, DCL, Kane, and Brewster on the bench. I like that squad a lot. My only concern, again, is just Mitchell and Dunn. If Chilwell doesn't play, I don't know how much time Mitchell and Dunn get in the future. You are missing some Liverpool defense. I don't know if that's Maverick anymore. I think a lot of people are doing that. But I think it's a good squad, man. I like it a lot. How have you been doing? How have you been doing so far this season? I like James. I love James. I love Jack Grealish. Your midfield is, shout out Nipsey Hussle one time. You got your racks in the middle, man. Your midfield's looking great. Shout out Double Stuff Oreos. See how hungry I am? Matthew, definitely informed. Baklava with the ice cream. Yes. Has to be vanilla ice cream, though. Oh, man, I'm so hungry. What are some other South African foods out there? What are some other good South African foods? What have I had? I feel like I'm blanking. I got mad love for South Africa, man. Wild card, by the way. Yeah, wild card. So if you're wild carding, I would definitely look into how much playing time Mitchell and Dunn have moving forward. Just because I don't know how much time they'll have. There might be better. I don't know if there are any better 4.1 million defenders out there anyway, though. So you might want to just stick with them, and you might just want to stick with them because they might be able to come off the bench if someone does get hurt for the future. It's tough. That's tough. I do like as far as your front seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As far as your front seven, love. Salah, Son, Sterling, James, Grealish, DCL, and Kane are going to get you mad points. Love that. I think Chilwell is really good too. I think he'll get you a good amount of points this season. Target is a bit slept on right now, and Dallas could come away with a goal tomorrow, and I wouldn't be surprised. Tomorrow, Monday. Dallas could come away with a goal Monday, and I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I think Brewster is a good 4.5 on the bench. I don't know how much better you can get at 4.5 than him. But my only concern would be Mitchell Dunn. But again, how much money would you have left in the bank after that? How much money would you have after that? What dessert sounds really good right now? What should I get? Ice cream's always a classic, huh? Ice cream. You can't go wrong with ice cream. I want something like more though. Man, I'm hungry. Oh man. Don't triple captain Brewster, so risky. I agree. If you want to just be brave and just throw out a triple captain, throw your triple captain chip out, sure. But I would highly. I mean, it's your squad. Do what you feel. But if you want my advice, I would not triple captain him. I would not even captain him. I would like to see what he does first against Fulham, and then move forward. But I mean, if Brewster scores a goal and gets some bonus points, and then you're gonna come back on the stream on Sunday and be like, hey, look who's laughing now. You know what I mean? But I personally would not. But again, at the same time, as far as captaincy options, no, I wouldn't captain him either. But that's just me personally. 0 in the bank currently. Any suggestions? 189K rank overall. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. Going fishing tomorrow. Thanks for the great show. I appreciate you showing up, Matthew. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for being so interactive too, man. Have fun going fishing. Stay safe, and enjoy your time fishing. Going back to .fpl real quick. So I officially have 5 more minutes before I wrap up because I do have to work here, and I start work in 20 minutes. So I for sure have to go. If I had to make any suggestions, I don't know. I love your front seven. I mean, maybe going Sterling down to Pulisic is too risky right now. Yeesh. How much? Let me see how much target it is real quick. $4.5. Yeah, that's a good price, man. And a team that's playing well and has a good run of fixtures here coming up. I don't know if I have too many suggestions. I think I really like your squad as it is right now. I think Matt Ryan would just be the you can't upgrade with 0 in the bank though. He's still good at 4.5. I'm not against it. I like Chilwell a lot. I like Dallas. I like your squad. I feel kind of boring saying it, but I mean, double up on Spurs. I like the double up. They're hot right now. They could have a bad week next week, but I wouldn't get discouraged. West Ham look good. I don't know if I have anything else I would like to say. Hamas and Jack Grealish are great enablers at their price. DCL, obviously, DCL and Kane, we know what they're capable of. Just look how many flags I have on my squad. Oh, I just see it looking at it on the stream just got me heart pumping. Yeah, I like your squad a lot, man. I hope it does well for you. I don't have anything I would add to your squad, anything I would take away. Just personal. The only thing from there would be personal preferences. But again, I don't like commenting on personal preferences. I would just like if you were to say you had let's say Paul Pogba, just off the top of my head. I don't know how much get someone else. Like, let's say you had Ndidi, and I didn't like Ndidi. I would say, hey, I don't like Ndidi. I would switch or Ndidi isn't great. I would switch him out. But as far as like Sterling goes, that's not something I would have in my squad. Would I though? Because I could switch to KDB later. So yeah, as far as personal preferences, I might change some things around personally, but I don't like commenting on personal preferences. I like your squad a lot. Play a wild card. I am debating. So I'm ending my stream here in 2 minutes, and I'm debating getting rid of or activating my wild card. I'm just super. I just want to have my emotions come down off the stream. I want to get some Malva pudding in. Some Malva pudding. I want to eat that. Eat some curry probably. No, I'll probably have a turkey sandwich. Now I'm just going over my lunch meals. But I'm gonna wait till my stream is over so I can just recoup. Let my mind worry about it after work. I'll then see what I like about my squad and probably debate wildcarding. If anything, I'm either wildcarding or holding a transfer, banking one. I'm just worried about the 4 million defenders, but I really like the team structure. Yeah, that's my only thing with your squad is the. I forget that's not the camera anymore. This is the camera. My only concern is those 4 million pound defenders. Because if Chilwell, let's say if Chilwell doesn't play, then you're stuck with a donut, and not the good kind of donut. Man, I want a donut, and I just squeaked again. I gotta stop squeaking. Squeaking McSqueaker. Shout out Emperor's New Groove one time. But the only problem is I don't know how many better 4 million pound defenders there are. Because if somebody does get hurt, you're into good. Those guys are playing. You know. Let's see. Yeah, Mitchell's gonna play. I wish they could go even cheaper. Kilman, he's not going to consistently play because they brought in a left back, right? Because that's where he was playing last weekend. I don't see him playing. Dunn, Tarkovsky's back. Yeah, that's tough, man. Maybe reallocate some funds and upgrade your bench, but I don't know. I feel like that's fine. That's something I would definitely worry about moving into these next 12 hours before the deadline or whatever it is. What do you think about Calvert-Lewin, Watkins, and Brewster with 5 big midfielders? I love Calvert-Lewin, or I like Calvert-Lewin a lot. He's obviously shown he's 6 goals so far to start the season. Ollie Watkins scored, was it twice? 3 times? 3 times a lady? How many times did he score against the reigning champions? He got a hattie against the reigning champions. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to say wait any longer because he's already shown that he could score against the best. And with Grealish there and Ross Barkley there, he's gonna score a good amount. He has a great track record in the championship. I personally would, especially at that price at 5.9. Is that what he's at? 5.8. Watkins is a great pick. My only concern is I don't know what my biggest concern there is I don't know what Brewster's going to do. If you have a fourth defender that you could throw on, you'd be benching Brewster with 5 big midfielders. Yeah, I like that. You go 3-5-2. and bench Brewster. I like that squad. I think in my wildcard draft, no, I got rid of him. I had Ollie Watkins there for a minute. All right, last couple questions. It's nearly 10 p.m. I'm starting to feel peckish. Quick kebab. Oh, now kebab sounds good, man, with baklava for the stream. Man, a kebab and a baklava right now. Oh, a kebab itself sounds phenomenal. I said it in my last stream. When I was living in London, I lived like a Maury's chicken and chip spot, fried chicken and fries for those who are from America. It was $2 or £2, £2 for I think a box of chicken and chips, and that was right underneath my flat. Literally, like every time I would come home from work, anytime I would go out and do anything, it was there staring me in the face. So I'd always eat chicken and chips, and then two stores down was a kebab store or a store. Why am I saying that? And it was literally like if I had money, I would go and get a kebab. If I didn't have money, I would get chicken and chips, and it was just the worst. I put on so much weight, man. Midfield will be Sterling, Salah, Son, Pulisic, Mahrez. Love it. Sterling, Salah love, Son love, Pulisic. The only concern is Pulisic and Mahrez. What's Pulisic going to do, and is Mahrez going to start consistently? I think for this week, Mahrez for sure starts if you're going to put a for sure on a pep roulette. And Mahrez or Pulisic, I mean, I love Pulisic. I've talked about him a lot. Big fan. Yeah, I love that, man. Anyway, that's got to wrap up my stream. Thanks for everyone who's showing up. Any last questions you want to throw out real quick? Appreciate you stopping by, Ali. I will be streaming again on Sunday after the last match concludes. I think the last match, boom. Last match concludes at, it starts at 12 o'clock, so it'll probably end about, 1:30 or 2 o'clock. That might be a little late, but oh no, that's Saturday. What am I saying? 11:15. There we go. That's better. So about 1 o'clock, I'll stream. 1:15, I'll live stream. Come by again, and for any questions, want to hang out, talk about, I don't know, what movie am I watching this weekend? I don't know if I'm watching any movie, but want to rank top 5 comedies all time, want to talk FPL, come join, man. Mahrez and Pulisic could be turned into Bale and Trossard. Oh yeah. Okay, now you have my thought. You could probably even go Mahrez to Bale and Pulisic to either Grealish, Harvey Barnes, Zaha if you're feeling brave. What am I missing? Another good 7 midfield. Yeah, there's some good 7 million. You can even go Ross Barkley, see how he does this weekend. But anyway, thanks everyone for showing up, man. This was a long stream. I appreciate everyone. Thanks for everyone for showing up. Have a great weekend. Hopefully you all have a great FPL weekend. Score 100 points. Get that quest to 100. YG 100. Yeah, hopefully you have a great green arrow. And if you, no matter what happens to you this weekend, come back and enjoy some more time and get some baklava. The cure for everything. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for all showing up on the stream here. Y'all are awesome. Love y'all, man. Take care. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. And take some time out of your day to make someone smile. Anyway, have a great weekend. Good luck. Green arrows. I'm repeating a lot. Anyway, have a green arrow weekend.